Oh, oh, I didn't click the thing. Oh shit. Oh well, that's fine. I have a button that when I click it, it makes it so the song fades out rather than like hard cutting, which I don't think really is like that important. It's like 2 seconds at the start of the stream. Uh, but still, I have it, and I forget to do it. I would say probably a good like 80% of the time. So yeah, I'm just thinking about that right now. It's on my stream deck. I could have just hit it. It's less effort to hit the button on there than to click the thing I click that makes it do the hard cut. But I never learn. I never learn. I guess is all I'm saying. Anyway, hello. Sorry, just reflecting on things, you know. But welcome, hello, greetings, good day to you all. Hello. Hello, Washa. Hello, Kenster. Thank you for the word of the day, which I think is very good and very apt and very nice. Jam after jam. Lovely. Hello, Cat the Girl. Hello, Elzora Justin. Hello, Telierzina. Hello, Margot. Hello, Ribbon. Hello, Jill. Hello, Nest. Hello, Pink Honeybug. Hello, Phil Leatherface. Hello, Crank Thulu. Hello, Scratching Away. Hello, Cube. Hello, Anarchist Pastry. Hello, Neo Zero. Thank you for the resub for 28 months. That's as much
Thanks for getting
as
me in.
128. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hello, Big Bear's Cave. Hello, Bug number 7. Hello, Al Pennington. Hello, Clip the Jester. Have you guys noticed we have two people here regularly who have like Bug in their name? And so we have Pink Honey Bug and Bug number 7. So that's two bugs, and by the sounds of Bug number 7, there's at least 7 of them. So I'm just wondering where the other 5 are. Not saying I need to have all bugs here. I'm just curious. Anyway, hello, Common Man Thief, your Prime sub for 16 months. Wow. I'm so ready to sit down and politely listen. I think you should sit down and rudely listen. That's what I think. Hello, Baby Iggy. What is up, Baby Iggy Nation? And hello, Eidolon. Welcome. Hello, Tennicilian. Thank you 3 sub for 10 months. Good lord. Jesus, 10? 10. I guess. Oh. In
We
my
are in the
mind,
rugs. Just a couple of bags. Snuggly.
you've not been here long enough for that to be at 10, but I guess you have. I guess time goes quickly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, Clip. Hello, Austral Sage. Hello, Potato Idea. Hello, Ghost Lizard. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. Mr. Piggy Mouse is the rumored third pig. He's the third strongest pig, I believe. I've been hearing this about him. Hello, Eerie. Welcome. Thank you for greeting also everyone in chat. That's nice. I like that. That's good. Could you guys all say hi to each other, you know? Because I'm always saying hi to you and you're always saying hi to me, but what about everyone else? You know? You guys should, talk amongst yourselves, right? Yeah, this is nice. This is good.
That's how I beat Jack.
Yeah. Wow, this is awesome. Hi everyone, any plots lately? That's good. That's a good question to ask. I wonder, yeah, have you guys been up to any plots lately? Any schemes? Maybe a gambit or two? I would love if someone had embarked on perhaps a risky gambit. That'd be cool. But hello Mars. Hello King Jackhammer. Hello Non-Existent Pumpkin. Welcome. Welcome, greetings, hello. I've got a couple machinations, yeah, nice, a couple, that's good. It's good to have a few, I think. It's good to have a few, because you never know, what's gonna work out, what's gonna stick. So throw some shit at the wall, couple machinations, couple schemes. I like that. Building a big evil woman in my garage, okay. Oh, nice. That's good. Sure. A woman that is both big and evil? Now there is a concept. Interesting. Just some sinister gambits I'm orchestrating from the shadows. Yeah, nothing like huge. Just like a couple, like, things that are really gonna flip everything around, change the whole world. Really get it twisted. But whatever. It's no big deal. I planted a rose bush today, so we'll see if it lives and blooms. That's awesome. I always think I should become like gardening pilled in some capacity. I guess I would more so want to grow like perhaps a delicious vegetable, but flowers are cool too. I don't know. Maybe one day. I like. Do you have the means to currently? I do have a bit of space. I could be growing something in, but I'm scared. People who plant flowers are going to heaven. No one else. There's actually, there's been a lot of theorizing about, like, how this whole afterlife business works, like the morality, like, what do you have to do? There's actually only one thing that matters. If you've planted flowers, you're in, and if you haven't, you're out. That's it. You can do whatever you want as long as you plant some flowers. You can even trample on other flowers as long as you plant some yourself. Then you're good. That's it. Hello, Gothic Bugs. Welcome. And hello, AIM. People miss this part of the Bible. Yeah, people skip over it. It's in small print actually, but it is there. Yeah. I've got some lovely rose bushes. That's awesome. Hell yeah. Hello, Harbu. I only plant vegetables. Guess it's purgatory. Yeah, that's like kind of middle of the road. You do get purgatory for that. I planted some flowers, but they never grew. Am I fucked? Yeah, honestly, that's, okay, well, Iggy says it counts if you tried, but in my opinion, I was going to say that actually that's, like, worse, frankly. If you try and fail, frankly, that's hell, certainly, like, for sure, absolutely. Hello, Hituki, welcome. What happens if you plant flowers but then remove the flowers? That's... Maybe you get, like, a limited stay in heaven. Just, like, a little bit. You get a taste. You get a free trial, and then you're back out. Yeah, as the streamer, what I say goes. As the streamer, I decide how heaven works. And it's normal and not scary and not concerning, and it's completely fine. That's right. People who move into a house with a tree and cut down the tree are for sure going to hell. Yeah, no, that is real and true. That's so sad. I've seen so many sad things where people are like, oh yeah, we like grew like some native plants, we grew like some nice stuff, and then someone buys it and immediately fucking paves over it and sets it on fire and fucking destroys it. But oh well. Anyway, that's sad.
Hello baby Iggy, hello Easel, hello Kamenman, hello 68 Kwart, hello
Wow,
King
what's
hello
the
King Jack
greetings?
Hammer, hello Pennington, hello Washa,
Awesome.
hello Atelier Zeno, hello Mars, hello
We're letting this play, by the way.
479, hello Clip the Yester, hello Bug number 7, hello Pink Honeybug, hello Margot, hello Potato Ready, hello Anna Chris Pastry, hello Cube, hello Hit Twiki, hello Pride 420, hello Yes, hello.
Hello, Pride 420. Thank you. Thank you for the 420 bits, Kenster. And thank you for those thorough greetings. I didn't know Heck Money was so nice. This whole time we thought he was kind of like a stingy, strange, greedy little guy with some questionable ways and attitudes. But I mean, look, he actually greeted everyone by name. That's so sweet. And I'm sure he's going to come back on screen to greet everyone who wasn't there when he did that, right? I'm sure he's going to come back with another 420 bits for every person who arrives later in the stream, surely. Otherwise, he would just be rude. Hello, Circleback. Hello, Sorihime. Hello, Neko. Welcome. I always thought he was standoffish, but he's nice. Yeah, we were all just mistaken.
I'm still not forgiving money for stealing my copy of Pokemon Sapphire.
Alright, never mind. Fuck that guy. We fucking hate that guy. That's too much. Heck, when he didn't say hello to me, this is fucked up. Oh my god, he has biases. This is crazy. He was just as terrible as we all thought originally. He almost swindled us. That was his own little machination, his own little scheme. Oh my god, I'm so sorry that I was almost tricked. Whew. Oh jeez. Also, wait, I said hello to Kenster, but now I feel like I should say it again because everyone's saying hello, Kenster. Hello, Kenster. Greetings. Thank you again for your bits. That's very kind. Kind of a faux pas to call out Lurker Pride 420. Hello, Critic of Innocence. Thank you for resub for 14 months. Thank you. Good lord. That's like 2 years. Nope, no it's not. That's like 1 year and 2 months. There we go. Got it. Well, he's now cool game dev confirmed. Well, we'll see about that. I did make a thing for the jam. That's what we're doing today. I'll talk about that in a second. But hello everyone. Hello, Cheshire Creeper. Wow. Speaking of lurkers, okay, I'm going to commit a faux pas right now, actually, because this is so strange to me, and I need to ask this or bring this up publicly to see if anyone knows anything about this, because it was insane to me. So I don't look at the viewer list. Like I really usually do not. I will sometimes check it quickly just to see if moderators are around, If old moderator Washa Lobet is around or anyone else, that's usually what I click it for. And during the last stream, oh, the bitrate is gone. Oh, we're fine. That's interesting. She's been struck down. Oh, that's cool. Hello. Hello. Oh, hello, Dan. Hello, Mozifa. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hi. That was scary. They almost killed me. Secrets were revealed. No. This is... Hold on. Let me commit my terrible faux pas. Twitch is trying to save my ass. They're trying to stop me from doing a thing you shouldn't do as a streamer. Oh! They're really trying to take me down. It's happening again. It'll get normal. It'll get normal. It will get normal. Any minute now. Any minute now. It's fine. It's okay. Everyone's friend, bitrate. We love that guy. Man. Nah, yeah, wait, hold, wait. Are we good? Are we good? Are we perhaps, doing alright? I think we're doing okay. Yeah, like I said this last stream, this has been happening like once a day for me, pretty much. There's been like one moment of like, my internet has gotten shit for a minute, and it's usually around this time. Like, even on days where I haven't streamed, but I've been home on the damn computer, it's been, yeah, having a moment at around this time, which is weird and concerning. But anyway, we're back, we're good. I think it should be done now. Now I can commit my terrible faux pas. I've never said faux pas this much. It feels wrong to keep saying it. It's like not a word or like phrase you should be saying more than like once a week. And that's a lot, even that, you know? But I keep saying it because of the stream cutting out. Anyway, okay, here's my terrible faux pas, okay? What I was saying was I don't usually check the viewer list very much, right? I usually just look to see if moderators are here, basically, and also if ever I'm like about to ask a question to a specific person, sometimes I take a glimpse. Although the viewer list isn't even like comprehensive.
Sorry,
so...
Holly, that was me. Was running 145 games all at once.
Oh, no, fair enough. Good on you. Fair enough. Well earned. But okay, last stream, the 17-hour Mario Sunshine stream, I was baffled because I checked it at the start of stream, and at the top of the list was classic YouTuber Ashens. You know, he looks at stuff on his couch. He looks at Tat or whatever, you know? That guy. That guy was there for some reason. And I was like, well, that's weird, but like, I don't know, whatever. He does a daily stream? Yeah, I bet. Like, he does, like, do things on Twitch, I think. But I was like, that's strange. And then I, like, later on, I looked at it again, because I was checking for, you know, moderator or whatever, and he was not there. Because, again, I only saw this because alphabetical, top of the list, he's up there, right? Then he was gone. And then I looked again later, because it was a 17-hour stream, and he was there again. And I didn't know if that was, you know... I was like, is he really here? That's so... That feels wrong. That feels weird. You know what I mean? That, like... I was like, surely this is... I'm, like, embedded on some website somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't... He's not clicked onto this. Anyway, sorry, this is a terrible faux pas. You're not meant to acknowledge these things. But I just saw it. I would never otherwise call it a larker, but it was so insane to me. Because it didn't make sense in my head. He's around in these spheres? There you go. Never mind. I'm just, rude, I guess. I mean, it's fine. I was just like, there's no way he's like actually like watching. You know what I mean? Like, because sometimes you end up with people, and it was at the start of the stream, so it wasn't from a raid. Anyway, it's fine. He's into retro games, could have found you in the category? I guess so. Yeah, like it kind of makes sense, but also it kind of doesn't to me. Anyway, I just thought that was really crazy. Sorry, again, terrible faux pas. You're not meant to acknowledge these things. Usually I wouldn't, but it just seems so odd to me, you know? I've seen that man eat mysterious 80-year-old garbage, you know? I don't know, it feels weird. I don't know, the internet's small. Anyway, enough about this. Let's all forget this ever happened. What are we doing? Oh, yeah. Hold on, we have a schedule. 1 second. I made a schedule image, you guys. I did it. We've been schedule-less for like a month, I think. We've been in the dark for like a month or more. But we're back. We're so back. I know we missed Tuesday. I was gonna do a Tuesday stream, and it didn't happen because I was really tired. Because did you know that when you stream for 24 hours, within 48 hours, it does things to you? It does, is what I found out. It does things to you. It's nasty. It's fucked up. By which I mean, I don't know. I was kind of tired. I was kind of out of it. Anyway, that's why we're here on Wednesday, a day I don't normally stream, to do the elusive Wednesday stream. Ho 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 ho. Oh, you stayed up for another 12 hours to watch children's cartoons? That may or may not have happened. Who could say? Who could say whether that did happen? Certainly not I. Because frankly, I was so tired I don't really remember the ordeal. You know, it's really impossible to know. Anyway. Addicted to Bluey. I feel like it's important that I never watch Bluey ever, because if I do, the Terriers will become less funny. The famous stream in-joke of the Terriers will become less funny if I watch Bluey, because I'll know who they are, I presume. So I can never watch it, I can never know. You know? Anyway. Yeah. We're streaming today, obviously, which you know, because you're here and it's happening. But also tomorrow, regular stream day, that's when I'm gonna play Crypt Worlds. I want to stream it. I don't know, I haven't played a weird game in a minute, you know? I haven't played a classic weird game, a cool game in a minute. And then Saturday, I don't know, I still just want to keep playing I Want to Be the Guy. I feel like it's been fun. I've done it twice and it was fun, and so we'll do it a third time, and it will also be fun, probably. Crypt Worlds, I've played a bit of it. I've never actually done like a full playthrough, and the last time I like played it would have been like I don't know how many years ago. So I effectively haven't. It's not like blind because I know about some of the things in it, but it's close enough, I think. I think it should be close enough. And also I'll be playing the new edition, which I think has like a couple of new things. Cat the Girl, would you believe that 50% of what we talked about in the 17-hour Mario Sunshine stream was the Pope dying? Because it happened during the stream, and everyone kept waking up and tuning in and saying, Holly, did you know the Pope died? And it was all we fucking talked about. So it's been covered, I'm afraid. Did you just wake up from Monday's stream? Honestly, I think I've caught up on my sleep. I did sleep for like 10 hours the other day, so I think I'm alright. I think I'm decent. I know, Kenster, I know. It's crazy it happened during the Christian Baby stream. It's crazy. Oh. Anyway, yeah. It's Crypt Worlds Gold Edition or whatever, so I think there's a couple new things in it which I definitely have no idea about, so that's cool. But most of it I should be relatively blind on. I mean, I know about Dendigar, I know about pissing, I know about the archaeologists, I know about, you know, the broad strokes, the general themes, the general vibes, whatever. but I haven't played it in full, so it should be good. And then yeah, Saturday, I just want to play I Want to Be the Guy, because that's a fun game to play for 6 hours and make no progress in. And yeah, that's my plan. Also, Wicked Brian! Wicked Brian. Who could forget Wicked Brian? Fucking love that guy.
Chicken Little Bum.
Classic guy. Classic guy. But today, here we are. Here's my picture for today. Here's the vibes for today. So, God, what? How many weeks ago now? 2, 3 weeks ago now? It feels like it's been so long. I hosted the Make Literally Anything Jam, and I made a little game for it. I participated also, and I made a little unfinished game that I haven't gone back and finished yet, but my hope is this stream will maybe motivate me to do so. I love analog horror, Holly. Is that how you would describe this picture? Sure. I just wanted to put in an emotion that was impossible to really read or feel good about, you know? My brain stopped working, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah, my unfinished game. We're gonna look at it, because a lot of people said they were curious about it, about the game, and my thoughts on it. And it's quite a puzzly, mysterious game, so also for anyone who did not find all the crazy, twisted, secret stuff, I thought I would show it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty chillaxed. This is like a bonus stream in my mind, you know? This is just like an extra one. It's a Wednesday. I never stream on a Wednesday. So, yeah, we're just gonna take a look at this. If I get through it pretty quickly, which I probably will, unless I get crazy distracted or go on crazy tangents, we might play some Amiga games, just as like a grab bag thing. But I will keep this stream pretty short, just because I'll be live again tomorrow, and stuff. And also because I streamed 17 hours 3 days ago. Alright. Big news for Wednesday fans. That's right. When you tune into the next season of the Wednesday show on the Netflix, this is what you're going to be seeing. It's me now. They've given it to me. They've fired that hack Tim Burton and all his wacky, gloomy characters, and now it's my stream. It's this specific VOD. 10 episodes of this. Get stuck into it. Enjoy. Hello, Bryce. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. You made this picture cute, but in real life you'd be a cartoon character with hyper-realistic eyes. In real life, I am that. No, that's not true. In real life, I'm normal. Oh, well. Yeah, I guess I don't have that much else to say. Again, this is quite a puzzly type of game that I made, so, like... I don't know, spoilers, I guess? But it is like an unfinished thing. There's like no music, there's barely any sound. It was just, I put it together in a week. Well, kind of. I kind of put it together in a week. I'll talk about that. I feel a little guilty about my reusing of movement that I had previously like made and designed and fine-tuned, but I just liked it. And I knew how to make it.
You don't have a cast of wacky characters.
I just recreated it, and there you go. Anyway, okay. Here we are. I don't know what we're gonna do about sound. I guess it's just gonna be really quiet. My game doesn't have music, and it has 2 sound effects. So I think we're just going to have to live in like awkward silence. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Awesome title screen. Thank you. Thank you. I do think it's not bad. Let's enjoy each other's company for once. You're right. You know what? You're right. Let's not be filling this silence with needless music, needless sound. Let's just enjoy the lovely atmosphere of sharing this time together. Okay. How are we all talking about Clutch Cargo again? Lost stream, I talked about clutch cargo for like 20 minutes at the start of stream. I talked about this exact thing. It really is in the air.
Okay, we'll provide the background music. Doob doo. Ba ba. Beep ba dooda. Beep beep boop. Slide whistle.
Slide whistle. Wow. Alright, so the theme for the jam, for anyone who has forgotten or simply was not there and was not involved in this whole thing, the jam was amazing. Again, I wanna say, I'm really grateful that so many people contributed and made stuff. I think it's cool. I don't know. I was just happy to see so many people make so many things, because it's good to make stuff. I still need to go through and look at some of the things I haven't looked at yet, because I have been taking some glimpses at some entries I didn't cover on stream, and I want to keep doing that. But anyway, yeah, the theme was Secret Technique, which was a surprise to me also.
Okay guys, so the next submission.
Sorry, I'm I need to say my words. Yeah, the theme was randomly selected. I put them on a wheel. I had like 20 things and put on a wheel. So yeah, I really wanted to be able to like contribute to the jam in like as honest of a fashion as I could, despite being the one running it. So that was my way of doing that, was randomizing the theme somewhat. Anyway, we ended up with Secret Technique, and I made a game. I was thinking I was gonna just have to make a comic because I was quite busy, and I was like, well, a comic would be an easier thing to make. But I don't know. I decided it's time to lock in, because my history with making games is that as a child I made some things in, you know, earlier versions of Game Maker, and I was into that quite a bit for a while. And then I kind of fell off. Then I did make a little something that kind of functioned as the base for this actually in like 2020, in like, you know, pandemic quarantine times. Staying at home, I kind of had a game dev phase. But then after that, I did not make anything and had not made anything for a good 5 years, barring maybe like 20 minutes of goofing around like 2 years ago, I think. So, yeah, I don't know. I just really wanted to throw myself into it and try to make a video game type thing. And so here we are. It's it's the extremely unfinished whole exploration platformer. Something important to know about this is a lot of the just like details and like extra bits in this I threw together during the last day of working on it, in which I kind of pulled an all-nighter, which I didn't really intend to do, but I was just having fun and I kept wanting to add stuff. And like, I knew I wasn't going to finish it, but I still wanted to add some kind of an ending, so I stayed up for another like 2 hours just like slapping a thing together for that. And also I decided it could just have a title screen that looks like this. This will do. This will do. Slap some words on there, whatever. Pretty much every asset in this I just did in Photoshop, like, and none of this text I actually bothered putting together in, this is done in Game Maker. Anyway. So, okay, I have to figure out here whether or not I'm going to immediately spoil the thing of the game for all of you who haven't seen this yet, but I might have to, because there's a lot of stupid stuff in here. There's like, you know, hinting at at things. Because here's the control screen where it says W for walking through doors and waxing philosophical with creatures. I love waxing philosophical as a phrase, by the way. I always want to use it more because I think it's funny. And A for ambling leftwards, and D for dawdling rightwards, and J for jumping. The screen was very good. I'm glad. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to have to just spoil it, right? Is that the smartest way to go about talking about this? I think we have to. I think there's no way I can cover it without spoiling. Also press enter to enter, yeah. Well, I will press enter to enter. I think most people played it. Yeah, I think so. I think some people haven't, and if they haven't and they're here at this point, I'm presuming they don't care. Sorry, now I'm self-conscious about this thing that I've made, which is weird because every stream is just, I made the stream, so I shouldn't be so like wary and scared of showing stuff I've made, but it feels weird. It feels different when it's a game, because I don't do this. That's fine. It's chill. It'll be good. It'll be a good time. Also, the background, the moody picture. Yeah, all the photos that are in this are just ones I've taken. They were not ones I took during the week, which is another kind of thing on my part. But they are at least photos I took. Every single asset in this, except for, I guess, fonts, I did make myself. So I'm quite chuffed. I'm quite pleased about that. Anyway, I'll explain what the deal is with this in like a second. Here's a like I added some lore in the Lost Minute. This is like second Lost Hour edition. I just thought there should be some text and like added like a premise because I wanted it to be clear that there was like a game to this and not just like just a bunch of spaces you can explore, because it is like an open-ended thing. And I was like, it might seem like there's nothing you can do. It might seem like there's not like a point to this or like any kind of structure to this. So I was like, if I add text, if I add words, and if I add like a premise, it'll be like, oh, there's a framing device. So this is like a real game, despite the fact that the title screen says it's extremely unfinished. So that was why I did this. I didn't have any idea about like a narrative. I just wanted to write the word "the pit" in capital letters. And say some mysterious things. So that's what I did. Anyway, here's a video game. God, it's so quiet. I feel like we do need music, but also the game doesn't have it, so I think we can just live with that. But here we are. Hang on 1 second, I need to check something in OBS I just realized. Hold on. Awesome guy. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing about the awesome guy. The awesome guy, it's these sprites are actually old. I talked about this in the Discord. I just took these sprites from the previous thing I had made. In 2020, I just made like some platformer movement stuff, which I basically just ported into this project directly because it was movement that I liked and I was going to just recreate anyway. But yeah, I feel a little bad that these sprites aren't even new, I feel like I should have just like resprited the guy at least, but I kind of ran out of time for that. So, oh well. Oh well.
Wanna hear my long and dark backstory? Sorry, you're done? I was thinking you would cut my speech short. I didn't think of a full backstory, but it involved donuts.
That's interesting. I can't wait to hear more and then skip it. Lovely. Anyway, here we are. Yeah, this is one of three sound effects in the game, by the way. This jump sound. I just went to one of those websites where you can just like move some sliders around and make some little chirpy, bleepy, beepy sounds, I forget which one. There's several. And I just did that for the sounds. Yeah, we got squash and stretch on the guy, which is cool. Yeah, BFXR, yeah, that's the one. And as you can see, the controls are here again, WASD and J for jump. I really wanted to emphasize J for jump because you don't see it a lot these days, but I kind of like it. I kind of think it's not actually that uncomfortable to do if you're gonna have WASD for moving. I don't like spacebar for jump. Spacebar is such like a big key. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. I don't know. Bring back Idgecool. Honestly, yes. Honestly, bring back Idgecool. Oh, Valence. Thank you for resubmitting for 32 months. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you, though. 32 months of my favorite game developer. Oh, jeez. But yeah, here we are. And again, the backgrounds are just photos I've taken. This one's got a couple overlaid. But even this, like, fence thing, it kind of doesn't look like a photo because I kind of filtered it to hell, and it has, like, weird outlines now. But it is still actually originally from a photo. And the same with these tiles. So all the tile sets in this are also just taken from photos. This one, I kind of wish I'd changed because it doesn't really fit with the other ones anymore. Because this one, what it is this is the same picture as the background, but inverted, and then like dimmed is what it is, which I think kind of smoothed it out too much, and it looks too like digital and not really like photo real anymore because of that. And I kind of wish I'd had time to change it, but yeah. Oh well. WASD plus spacebar is nice because you can play with just the left hand. You know what? That is true, actually. That is a good point. That is a good point. That is probably why that is preferred. But anyway, yeah, I wish I changed this tile set, but there you go. So every room in this game has a name because for some reason, as a child, I became very enchanted by like Jet Set Willy and Manic Miner and Dizzy the fucking Egg and stuff. Despite having never played any of those games, I read about them and thought that was such like an awesome like a way for a platformer to be, for like everything to be room based and every room to have its own name and own like gimmick and thing. I don't know why that's like endlessly exciting to me. I just love that each little screen gets to be its own thing. I guess, yeah, these days probably people just think of VVVVVVVVVVVVVVVV for that, because famously that also took that same idea and is easily now the most well-known thing that does it. But yeah, I just love when rooms have names and their own little thing going on. That really pleases me. Because the way this is structured is there's a bunch of doors, and each door goes to a different room. I had this idea after playing Umihara Kawase, and also, God, what else was it? There was, Atlantis no Nazo, of course. Atlantis no Nazo, those are both games where you just have a bunch of levels with multiple exits that go to different places. And I like that structure also. I mean, in those games, it's more like you can't go back most of the time, which I'm also kind of interested in making something that works like that. But in this, it is more typical Metroidvania-y, where it can all be backtracked for the most part. But still, it's all door-based. That was my thing. I was like, it'll all be doors. It'll all be doors. Rather than you walk off the screen to the left or to the right or up or down and like you wrap around, it's all going to be doors. And the positions of the doors will line up, which I had more I wanted to do with this. I had an idea for like a couple kind of more puzzly things I could have done with it, but still, I think it's a weird, cool effect where your position on the screen is always like the same when you swap between rooms, but it means you do a lot of like zigzagging is kind of the result it had on the level design, because it's like if you start this room at the bottom and exit at the top, that means the next room you're going to start at the top and probably exit at the bottom, which I don't know. I think it's like kind of interesting and kind of different. I don't know how good it really feels, but I thought it was cool. Anyway, here we are. And don't worry, I will explain the thing about the controls. I've decided that we will hold off on explaining why the controls are like that until it's relevant, to preserve some of the mystery and some of the intrigue. Also, there's this little guy. I was gonna draw more NPC sprites, but I only decided to add them in maybe the third or fourth lost hour of doing this. They were a very late addition. Even though I did have the thing for text boxes at the very beginning. So here's a guy who says, "Welcome to the pit." And he just kind of moves weird. I don't know. I guess it's kind of... I don't really think about, like, vibes-wise, what having a weird guy who moves like this would be doing, you know? I guess he's kind of fun, but also kind of weird. A little unsettling? I don't know. I didn't have as much time to really hone in on the like a particular atmosphere for this, but I did try to make it have some kind of a weird tone. I don't know. Hello, narrator. Welcome. The Holy Heck game. Yeah, we're just talking about it today. That's what we're doing. I like how the character moves and squishes around. Yeah, I really do like this movement, which is why I ended up pretty much just porting it directly from a previous project. I think it feels good. You have a nice amount of sliding around and acceleration, which I think is good and fun to be having. And you squish, which makes it feel good. You don't jump very high, but we'll get to that, don't worry. These are just basic one-way platforms, because, I don't know, it's good to have those in your game, you know? It's good to have those in your video game, I think. This is where I guess decided this should be a game that has just spikes in it. That's going to be a lot of the obstacles. It's going to be a game that has a shit ton of spikes in it. Because you know what? You see less of spikes these days. I've talked quite a bit about this recently. I love spikes. Let's get some more spikes in here. You know, not just vague blocks that kill you when you walk into them. Let's have real spikes. I came in kind of late as the jump. Individually animated frames are a funny physic. Oh, like the squashing and the stretching? It's a funny physic based on your speed and stuff, yeah. Also, that's the effect when you die, by the way. For absolutely no reason other than I wanted to relearn this. This is a particle system when you die for no reason. It could have not been. It could have just been a single, like, object that appears and fades away. But it is technically using the Game Maker particle system just because I was like, I should put particles in somewhere just so I can relearn how that thing works. And it's very easy and it's very simple. So that's fun. Also, it does, I think, take your specific sprite that you died in. So for example, I've not been showing, you have another move in this game that I've been not showing, but you have a slide. This is one of the secret techniques, kind of. I tried to interpret the theme of secret technique in as many ways as I could. So this is one of them. The game doesn't tell you that you can slide, but if you press S while moving, you slide. It's a mild secret. And when I say S for slide, it maybe becomes clear why the controls are like that, because it's J for jump, S for slide. There's very contrived alliterative phrases for A and D and W also. And that's a thing going on in this. It's like, oh, all the letters, you know, correspond to what they do. So ho ho ho. But yeah, the slide is basically the reason I like this movement. This is kind of a terrible room to show it off. Hang on, let's just go back. So if you jump normally, you get about that far. S is slide. I use down and direction. Well, yeah, you have to be... Well, S is down. Because it's WASD. So... that works, you know? Yeah, W walk through door, that's correct. It says that at the start of the game, in fact. I think did I leave controller controls in? Oh, I did. I genuinely thought about removing them because it makes half the game not work, but no. Yeah, they're native. I mean, I did code those. I did put those in. I was just going to disable it at a certain point because I decided it would be better to force people to play on keyboard to engage with the funny secrets. But there is controller support, true. Anyway. Yeah, when you jump, you get about that far. But the slide jump, you don't get any extra height, but you can go, like, crazy far, is the thing. And you can start a slide in midair, which doesn't really make sense. It is maybe a little bit unintuitive. But basically, the second you slide, you exceed your top speed. As soon as you press slide, you will gain an amount of speed that is basically higher than you can ever get by moving otherwise. If you do on the ground, it just lasts for quite a while, but if you go in the air, it starts to run out. And yeah, you can use it to really start zipping around. Which, I don't know, this isn't really like a speedrunnable game for a couple of reasons. But I think it's fun that you can be moving so quickly through all these spaces. Anyway, here's this room. Here's Peril, where there's just a shit ton of doors. I thought this was a room I probably changed the most, actually, throughout making it. But I thought it would be very fun to just, like, sell the idea of, like, oh, there are multiple paths in this game by having, you know... There's like one single room of like movement tutorial. It's like you have to know how to jump to get up here. And then immediately it's like, well, there's fucking 4 doors here, so like go crazy, go wild. But you know, this one's pretty easy to get to because you only have to fall down. This one down here, you can do that, but it's a little bit scary, right? Then the one over here, to get to it, you have to do a fucking twisted little sliding jump. So it's like, you know, it's kind of skill gated based on what you've figured out about your movement already, you know? And I don't know, I thought that was like a fun thing to have right here. I guess we'll take the path you're most likely to take, and then we'll wrap back around, is what we'll do. So presumably, if you're doing this for the first time, you're just gonna go here. But then even in here, you can see all these other doors, which, like, because the door positions match, right? My thinking was like, well, you go through here, and then you can see the lower door. It goes to here, so then that connects to 2 more doors, and you can see that, and that's kind of intriguing. But then you can also see that these ones, they don't go to here. There's nothing there. And so I thought that was like a cool thing. I don't know. Tell me whether it's cool or not. I'm not really sure, but this was just my thinking in making it this way. Also, this screen has a different background because I don't know. That's fun. I spent genuinely so much time placing all of these tiles in every room because I decided it was like, I don't know. I got really obsessed with having like just weird tiling where like sometimes it's kind of smooth and then sometimes it's super like you can see stuff getting like cut off here and like different segments like intersecting. Anyway, you're most likely just to go here and then oh no, the moving platform room. I'm gonna be honest, I probably shouldn't have bothered adding in the moving platform stuff because I quickly realized one, I still don't really know how to do a vertical moving platform without everything breaking, because, I don't. And 2, these rooms are really small. Like, these are not very big areas, and moving platforms, to be interesting, have to cover, like, a lot of space. So, this is one of 2 or 3 rooms that have a moving platform in them. And then that's it. There's a little bit of lore here. From this guy. A little less dingy, which I think is nice. This guy's fucking pumped for going over there. Anyway, I don't know, the platform works. Oh, also, I should mention, the spikes are also photo textures. It's not really clear, because they almost look too smooth, like they're just like a 3-point like gradient, but that is just like a texture from a metal pole. So there you go. Hello, Josephine. Welcome. And then the crisscrossing. This is one of the bits where I had the most like fun doing very Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy like room naming, because it goes from crossing to crisscrossing, which I think is like very much the kind of joke that you would have in one of those. And I'm frankly quite obsessed with this fence texture. I don't know, I just like looking at it. I'm quite pleased with it. Also, the moving platform texture is just stretched. I wasn't bothered to like set it up so that like it draws tiles over itself while it moves, you know? So yeah, the moving platforms are like the ugliest, most like pointless, least interesting part of this thing to me. I kind of think I should have just like skipped them. Although this is the bit where you have to learn how to slide. This is the bit where you have to learn how to do sliding. Like so. Ho ho ho. But also in here, since everyone I've watched play this has figured this out by this point, which I've only seen 3 people play this to be clear, I think I'll show it now. There's another secret technique in this game. There's another secret technique. Ho ho ho. So there's S for slide and J for jump. But this is just like completely random. except for there is a hint about this further on in this game, but I figured it was something you were maybe likely to find randomly anyway. I didn't find out the technique until NPC gave me a hint that took me a while to figure out. Oh shit! Okay, good to know. Interesting. I hadn't heard anyone needing the hint yet, just because I haven't heard of that many people's like detailed experiences. So I'm glad to know the hint like works. But anyway, here's the thing. S for slide, J for jump, and then randomly, fucking randomly, you can press L for ladder, which I just kind of added this in on a whim. I was like, what would like be a fun thing I could do? What's like a fun other button that could do something? So if you press L, you can spawn 1 ladder per room. Oh my god, that's actually, wow, no one's mentioned that yet. I forgot to make it so if you get crushed, it actually kills you properly. It just resets the room if you get crushed, which, oops, haha, but no one's mentioned that, so it's fine. Yeah, if you die normally, the ladder will stay there and you have to re-enter the room to move it, which lets you do some stuff. But yeah, you can press L for ladder. Ho ho ho. And yeah, R for reset is also a thing, which I think makes sense and is kind of helpful. Being able to slide and not duck definitely shows an effort obsession with movement. Love obsession with movement. That and the bounciness of your Scrimblow's strongly feeling conscious choices. Yeah, absolutely. I think I very much wanted the movement to be like not like it's like never really that necessary to get crazy with it. Like, you know, you can just slide under this, yeah, and that's fine. But you can get crazy with it if you want, you know? You can slide very precisely and jump very precisely and do that stuff. Also, yeah, Mozifa, no, the slide is like the intended like strat for this. But if you do the ladder, then the eye patch guy is like, ho ho ho, hee hee. If you're up here, then that means you've harnessed that technique. Ho ho. You might need it often, but use it as you wish. That's just, I added this guy later on to be like, well, you know, you found the ladder button, good for you. It's almost never necessary, but you can do it, and that's cool. Also, yeah, the NPCs with eye patches are like the ones who are like in the know, was my own little like secret like lore that I had in my head. I was like, if they have an eye patch, they're like an important guy. They're like a cool guy. I was gonna do more with that. I'll talk about that later. There's another weird thing with the ones who have eye patches specifically. But that'll come up later. That reads, it's just like real life. Yeah. It feels like they've been through some stuff. Yeah, I just wanted them to be cool, and also I didn't have time to animate another NPC, so I just drew an eye patch on the pre-existing one, and that's what I did. Thank you. There's only one thing I wasn't able to find in the game, and I'm curious where it is. Oh, I think I know, and I think I can show you once we get to the end of this. So here's where I think I locked in. Because I made all of these first screens, like, in order. Like, so far, ignoring that I changed up the peril screen a bunch, we've gone through just screens I made sequentially. So at this point, I think I'd figured out how to make them, like, look good, basically. Because I added that leaf tile set that I think looks way better and way more interesting. And also this one's called the crisscross crossing because, you know, that's fun. It's fun to keep adding more shit to the title. So, hell yeah. There we go. The leaves are so cool. Thank you. I really got into doing, like, this, which is kind of hard to see, but just putting, like, small tiles of, like, vine in the background. I did that in a lot of rooms. And it's the grove, which this kind of stopped being a thing because of limited time. I had to limit my scope, but I kind of wanted there to be like 4 or 5. I think originally my plan was for there to be 4 areas, and I kind of wanted each one to have like early on like one room with like branching paths. So in like the cave bit, there's the peril room that has like 4 doors. In the grove, there's just this one, which only has 3. But, you know, still it's something. And here we got this guy who says, "Psst, buddy, pal, I like your style. Why don't come in here and hang out with the chill guys for a bit?" So the other two doors here take you down paths with actual like platforming stuff and things to do. This one is just Chill Guy's town, which I left this room empty early on in making this, and the reason it's called gallery is originally I was gonna put a bunch of rooms just with like, I was gonna just put like art in the background just as like a fun thing that you could find that wasn't like related to any puzzles or anything. I was gonna put a bunch of rooms with like, I don't know, like paintings in them or something. But it turns out I didn't have time to sprite weird paintings or anything like that. So I still had this room and I had to put something in it. So I was like, it'll be Chill Guy's town. It'll be more NPCs and dialogue and stuff for you to do and guys for you to talk to. So this is welcome to Chill Guy's town. Living in a dreadful hole is not even a big deal or anything, and so just chill out, okay? Population 8. You know, some people think we do nothing in this town, that we just waste away, leaving our hopes and dreams by the wayside. But that couldn't be further from the truth. We are an industrious lot. In fact, since moving here, I've become a published author. That's right, I wrote the town slogan. I don't know. This was all, like, no editing, just quickly place a guy down, give him dialogue, move on stuff. But I think it's like fine. I think the Chill Guy's town sign in the background adds a lot to making this feel like an interesting screen. I don't know. If I can be honest with you, that guy over there kind of pisses me off. But I'm being chill about it because I'm a chill guy. Chill Guy town. This guy's my favorite. This guy's my favorite. He's the one that I think is actually funny. Hello, Maple Milk. Yes, this is a ZX Spectrum type game that I made. Yeah. Welcome. Stream of consciousness dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Is the population count up there wrong? Who could say? We're chillers, not counters. Don't even worry about it. There was another thing I was going to do with this, by the way, regarding the eye patch guys. I'm pretty sure it doesn't add up, but at one point I did have a specific idea that the population would be correct if you included those guys, but like, you know, they'd left Chill Guy's town, was my like thinking, you know. They'd abandoned the chiller's lifestyle to like seek the truth of this world. But that didn't really get in the finished thing, because I didn't really have time to do that. But you can, that's some secret lore, okay? Thank you, Josephine. I didn't really mean for it to be so duck-like, but I'm glad that it can be read as duck-like. Again, that sprite I did make like years ago, so I kind of forgot about such an interpretation. But honestly, I do like it. I do like that you can look at it that way. Yeah, it's like the famous Duck Rabbit illusion. Yeah. I have previously designed characters based on that illusion, but this was not one of them. This was just coincidence, or maybe subconscious. There is a link to this game. In fact, if we do, does this still work? Yeah. It's an entry to the jam I ran a couple weeks ago. So it's there. You can find it there under the one I posted. Oh, this guy's snoozing. That's right. Yeah, like I said, this was a last minute thing. So this guy's just sleeping. He doesn't have anything to say, but that's kind of funny. Also, the reason he's sleeping is because I didn't want his dialogue to get cut off the screen. So there is actually a system that if you're above the top half of the screen, it makes the dialogue box appear below the guy, and if you're on the bottom half, it makes it appear above, just to like keep stuff from getting cut off, because that, you know, makes sense. But then I kind of forgot to do one for if they're near the edge of the screen, to like shift it to the left or right. So this guy is the only guy who's near the right of the screen, and he just says "zuzuzu" because I didn't want it getting cut off. So that's the reason for that, actually. Which is very stupid, but there you go. And then this guy, the lost guy in here, you can only get to this guy if you know the ladder technique. There is no way to get here without laddering. And that's why he has some more intriguing things to say. Ho ho ho. A series of peculiar symbols. In my dream last night I saw them. They look thusly. Here's an epic hint for gamers of this world. I'll explain what this is later, but this is actually real. You don't need this. I've seen people find the thing this relates to without, using this. But I wanted to put hints in, because I thought things would feel cooler if you could, like, put it together via hints rather than just pure stumbling. Plainly, I find myself baffled. How do you like my poetry? I thought it was a sideways face emoji. I'm trying to read it as a face. Honestly, it's kind of awesome as a face. Oh, wow! No, I see it! Hell yeah. Anyway, that's Chill Guys Town. This is the highest density NPC zone of the game. So there you go. God, which way do we go first here? I'm trying to decide. I'm trying to think. You know what? Let's go. Which way do we want to go first, actually? I'm trying to figure out, like, which is more back to peril. Nah, I kind of want. We'll do this path first. I made this path earlier, so we'll actually do this first. This one I made later. But this was like stuff I made on, like, day 2 or 3 when I was actually putting in levels. I'm really pleased with how these flowers look. I'm really pleased with how these flowers look. Not the moving ones as much, but the ones that are just like stuck on the walls. Because everything I just really crudely did in Photoshop. I just wiggled stuff around a bit and then slapped it into the game. And I quite like those as decorations, I think. This one's called Ammonite, because I don't know, it's kind of like a spiral shape. It doesn't totally work, but I was like, that's kind of cool. I don't know. And there's like, there's, you can see the paths they take on the back wall, those are like drawn. It's not really like a great like level or like platforming challenge, this one's more just sort of visual novelty. And also I wanted to use Game Maker's path system, which is not something I've ever really messed with in like forever, but I remembered it existed. In Game Maker you can just like draw a path for something to follow and it will follow it. And I was like, well, that's fun. I could make like bespoke obstacles for specific rooms by doing that. And so that's what this was. This was just for my own amusement, really. But there you go. The dastardly orange flowers. Yeah. Anyhow. Okay. I don't know why this one's called Pleasant. I actually don't. I think I just didn't have any ideas. I was like, I don't know, man. It's like it's an obstacle where you jump over things that kill you. It's a platformer. I don't have a name for this one. So it's just called Pleasant, which, I think it is pretty pleasant. So that works. And then this one's called Bouquet because there's just a shit ton. This is maybe one of the harder rooms, I would say. I mean, if you know what you're doing, it's not bad at all. But I think it is one where if you are struggling, if you know the ladder button, if you know that you can place ladders, it becomes quite a bit easier because you can effectively give yourself a checkpoint wherever you want, right? You can create a safe spot at any point in the room. Yeah, going backwards is tougher, which is weird because it's basically the same. Like it's mirrored. The room is mirrored. Except for this is like slightly... Oh, no, I know what it is. Yeah, no, you need the ladder to go back. This was my mistake. I remember, I forgot about this. Yes, going backwards, there should be a ladder here. And I forgot to put one. So going backwards here is actually really annoying. And I'm sorry about that. I'm very sorry. Yeah, this is one of the bits that I simply did not test enough, and I did not really deal with as I should have. But oh well. Apologies. Also, this room is also still called Bouquet. Here's another mistake. This is another error. I didn't even know. No one's even mentioned this. I only noticed this just now. I didn't name this. I should have. Oops. Oh my god, yeah, sorry. I'm so sorry. That should say something different. I thought it was like the inside of the previous room. Yeah, I guess you can just interpret it that way and it's fine. Really cool tree. So yeah, this is one of the most, like, I ran out of time rooms. There's the tree that has the awesome smiley face on it that wiggles around, which I was quite happy about. And also, yeah, people have noticed there is accidentally, I think, a block you can stand on there. There's a couple issues here. It's somewhere out there. I don't know where it is exactly. But people have sent me several screenshots. Oh, there it is. People have sent me several screenshots of standing on the, like, invisible tile there that is not meant to be there. But no, if we go down here, there's this guy who says, "Hey, I'm Honest Steven, and here's some shit you gotta know. In another world, another time, there was going to be an awesome item here." And okay, like, sorry to break the fourth wall and shit, but I had to keep it real with you. I'm Honest Steven. Well, might as well head back the way you came. Thanks, Honest Steven. A lot of people think Honest Steven is a liar for a reason I'll get to in a second. But he is telling the truth. There was meant to be an awesome item here. So the way I wanted to do music in this game, the way I wanted to do audio, was I wanted to have, like, ambient, like, environmental audio, for, like, most of it. You know, just, like, cave sounds and shit. And I had some of those downloaded. Like, I picked ones out. And I was gonna have, like, each like, set of levels was going to have its own, like, environmental sounds. And then in this room, what I wanted was for you to find a radio, which then would be mapped to, I was going to move reset from R and put it on something else, and you were going to find a radio that then from that point onwards, if you pressed R, it was going to change the environmental, like, sounds to instead specific music for each area that, like, it wouldn't reset every time you pressed it. Like, it would be, you know, it was a radio, so the song would always be playing. It would just change whether or not you could hear it. You know what I mean? Which I thought would be just kind of like a cool, weird thing to have. I just thought it'd be a cool, weird thing. I was gonna use the music Pink Honeybug made and submitted for the jam, and I was gonna add that. And then I was trying to add, like, an audio system that could, like, keep track of these things. And I just kept running into a specific issue that I didn't know how to fix, and I didn't really care to fix because I didn't have a lot of time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to abandon this. And if I'm done, if I manage to finish everything else I want to finish, then I'll come back to it. And I didn't. So I didn't. But that was my plan. There was going to be a radio sitting here, and the tree wasn't going to be moving originally. It was going to be if you turned the radio on, then it would start to move. And I was going to have another puzzle that related to that also. But oops, I didn't have time. But there was going to be stuff that would only work if you had the music on, and that's what it was going to be. That's why the tree moves. So that's my story. There you go. I'm a little sad I didn't get to do all that, but yeah. Maybe if I do add more, I'll just put that in, and you guys can all know the secret ahead of time. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But here's the thing. Honest Steven says all that to you, but he is a little misleading because there is something here. Honestly, at this point, it's pretty likely you will have found another invisible door. But there's one here. There are invisible doors in this game because it's a little bit evil. And if you go in here, there's this. There's this in here. There's an invisible wall around this, so you can't do anything here. And yeah, this is a part of the big puzzle. So the way this game works, we're not yet at the point where you would find this out organically while playing yourself, but I'll just tell you now, because you either know or you're fine with knowing. The way this game works is there's not, like, actually any items you can get that are permanent or anything. Because the radio isn't in the game, that was going to be the only one that was like that. So it's actually kind of alright that it's not in here. Everything in this game is just knowledge gated. Like, do you know you can slide? Do you know you can use the ladder? And do you know how to solve the bird puzzle? Because there is a bird puzzle. So I won't yet say what it is, but this is one of the bird rooms. We'll see several of these, and they are all important to actually quote unquote beating the game. So that's your reward for coming down here. It's seeing the birds and their mysterious room. Because yeah, I wanted this to kind of be a screenshot taking game, a note taking game. So you're meant to come in here and go, huh, what's this mean? What does all this mean? And yeah, I'll talk about it more in a bit. But yeah, I think it's like pretty possible that might be the first one you find, honestly. I feel like that's reasonable. That might happen to some people. I did indeed make several notes. Ho ho ho. Well, there we go. Let's see, can I do this room backwards? I'm actually curious now. Because it is fucked. I did accidentally make this room fucked up to do, and I'm sorry about that. Oh, a little too speedy. Oh god, yeah, the lip on that bit is so... I shouldn't have made it like that. I should have put a ladder there. This is where I stopped. I see. Yeah, I'm trying to do it with a slide. Here's the thing. The slide makes you shorter, obviously, so... Oh, shit. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do this, is the thing, right? You probably don't know it at this point, but you can just, like, close the game and restart, because again, there are no, like, flags that get set in this game. There are no things like that. Almost no things like that. There's one. There's one thing like that, but it doesn't even really matter for this. Dude, I have done this. I know this much. Why is it... What? It's such a weird shape. It's such a weird, horrible shape, this bit. Yeah, the ladder's too high. The ladder's too fucking high. You know, I'm almost tempted to do something funnier here. Yeah, hold on. Let's see if I can do this. It's really easy to clip into ceilings in this game. Actually, no, probably not here, because the flower will kill you. Yeah, I don't think we can solve this by clipping into a ceiling. I was thinking maybe we could come from below and do that, but... There we go. There you go. If you get the ladder at the right height, it's fine. You just have to do that. There we go. Alright. Now... Here's something else. Now that we know that invisible doors exist, there's an awful lot of space down here, isn't there? There's weirdly not like 1,000 spikes like in every other room that's like this. You know, most of the ones with pits, it's just spikes everywhere on the bottom, but not this one. And that's because there's door here. And this goes to a secret area of sorts. I think for some people, this was like the lost area they found, but I'm gonna go to it now, because, I don't know, I think it's cool to go here now. A mound. Yeah, this is the only, I think, the only, like, stream reference I put in this game. It's called Tangible, because Tangible Mound, famous tag of stream, Tangible Mound. Just a little joke. Just a little joke. And here we are. This is a room I really wanted to do. As soon as I had the door thing planned, I really, really wanted to do this. I really wanted to do a room where all the doors line up and you just keep going back and forth, you know? Because I think that's fun. And it's really like tunnel-y, you know? You're in like that kind of an area is what I wanted it to be, right? So you're going through all these little tunnels and you're weaving in and out, you know, you go in here. This is another bit that basically teaches you that the slide exists. Also, here's something fucking crazy. You can do this backwards. Almost all of this game, you can backtrack. Like, I've talked about how you can just, like, close the game and just reset back to the start, like, location, because that's fine. And you never really lose that much progress. But if, hypothetically, you did want to go backwards, you can. In most locations, except for one that we're actually very close to. But yeah, you can slide and hit your head on the ceiling and then land and go under these spikes again, which I think is, like, extremely satisfying. It's a little precise, but I'm just glad that the movement allows for it, and I just like showing it off. Anyway, there we go. This one is a little bit tricky, because if you fall, there's spikes here. This is basically where you have to learn you can slide in midair, which, I mean, I know it doesn't really make sense. Like, if you slide on the ground, you gain speed because you're sliding on the ground, but for some reason, sliding in the air, I guess it's like a kick. I don't know, you're like a little rabbity guy. Rabbits have strong legs or whatever, so I guess you're just kicking, you know? But yeah, you can do this, which I think is pretty cool. And then if you wanted to go back up, you can just jump or use the ladder to get back up here. And then we go here and here and here. Again, I don't know. I'm really glad I got to do a sequence of rooms that's like this, because I just think it's like a really cool thing to like look at. Like, all the doors stay in the same spot, but everything else changes. I don't know. Now here's the lads. I do want to talk about the lads. The lads are basically my greatest achievement. On a gameplay level, they're nothing special. They're just moving things that kill you. But I do want to talk about the visuals for the lads. Because, like, I don't know how I feel about the fact that the NPCs and your player character are just, like, little cartoon guys and everything else is photoreal, but, like, I think it kind of works. And I was very glad I committed so much to, like, doing that look, because, hang on, I gotta find the asset here. The lads, I'm really proud of having drawn, honestly. Hold on. Let me get a lad on screen and we can zoom in on this creature. This is, oh my god, it's so small on stream. Look how small the asset is for this. It's so fucking small. He's so little. But if we enlarge him and then put some filtering on this bad boy, there we go. This is what the sprite looks like. I'm pretty happy with this. I don't know. I think this is like a cool looking guy. I don't know.
Hey guys!
Oh, hey Burger Clown. Thanks, Burger Clown. And here's the really insane thing. Fleshy? Yeah. And he's fucked up eyes. Here's the really insane thing about this. This is made from a photo of me giving a peace sign with my hand. This is photos. This is a peace sign formed rat. It's most obvious if you just look here, because this is genuinely unchanged. It's shrunk down. Those are just fingers. Those are just fingers. And then those are copied and pasted and shrunk and angled for, like, the ears. The eyes, I just kind of... I, like, added some, like, emphasis around them, but that was genuinely just kind of, like, weirdly a thing you could see in it. And then, yeah, I just, like, copied a bit of this bit and, like, layered it a couple times. Oh, shoot! Hey, Alex, hello, welcome. Thank you, Richard Bells, for the raid. Hello, welcome in. How are your duck games today?
Thanks for getting
I saw
me
you were
in.
duck gaming. How were they? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Hi, everyone.
Sheer 50 gram aan 2 duckgupon hello.
Thank you, Sepasai, for your bits. Weird stream today. That I'm doing. I'm talking about my my game I made for. I ran a thing making jam a couple weeks ago. A jam where people could make whatever they wanted, be it a game or visual art or music or anything else. And I, for the first time in like 5 years, made a game. So I'm just talking through what I made. Here's a little guy that I sprited. I was just talking about him and how he's made from a picture of my fingers. And yeah. Quickly, just to summarize what it is for everyone who's just coming in. It's kind of a little Metroidvania-y platformer thing, exploration-y platformer thing. Where everything's kind of like knowledge gated. You know, there's some mysterious puzzles. The theme for the jam was secret technique, so there's secret stuff like if you press S, you do a slide, and if you press L, you can place a ladder, which the game doesn't tell you outright. So it's got that kind of thing going on in it, and there's secret things to find, and so on. And I'm just talking about my my rationale for making the way I made everything, and what I think worked and what I think didn't work. So yeah, it's a little bit of a self-indulgent one, but It's oh, it's a Metroidvania. Yeah, a bit of a thinky game, you know. But yeah, we are in the secret area with these funny lads right now, and that's what we're doing. But yes, an unusual stream today. I might play Amiga games or something later, depending on how long this takes. But this is gonna take longer than I thought it would, certainly, because it turns out I have a lot to say. But a Dizzy-like, if you will. Yes. I mean, every room is titled because I, for some reason, as a child, even without ever playing Manic Miner, Jet Set Willy, Dizzy, etc., I just loved the idea of rooms with names. I don't know why. That's always been thrilling to me. I can't believe this is how we learn Holly is white. As if it wasn't, like, extremely obvious. Have you heard the things I say? Oh no. Next you're going to tell me that each room name combines to a larger puzzle. No, but there is something to the room names. There is something to some of the room names, actually. Barrier Tree Bean, thank you for the resub for 5 months. Welcome, hello. Play that game where the duck has a panic attack. Well, that sounds awesome. In this room there's a couple things. So, if at this point you don't know about the ladder, you cannot get up to the room up to the top right here. But since we do know about the ladder, I'll show you it now. Hey, thank you for the follow. Oh, I've placed this ladder in a slightly inconvenient position. There we go. Thank you. No worries. I'm really glad the jam went so well. It was really awesome. I really feel good about having done it and seeing what everyone submitted. Also, there's another invisible block here that I forgot to remove. Just wanted to acknowledge that, since I know it's also here. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Oh, the door on the right here? You made this game sound like it had like 5 rooms, like it was a little old thing, but it's epic. Yeah, I kind of... There are like probably like...
Thanks for
50
getting me in.
rooms or something. Thank you for the follows, everyone. I really do appreciate it. There's kind of a lot. But yeah, there's this room here. There's another secret in the room we're in currently, but I'll talk about it off there. This is the tunnel. I kind of like this room just because, I don't know, I liked playing with like negative space a bit in this. Like some of the rooms are super dense, and then this one is just like entirely blocked out with the tiles, which I think is fun. And it just is kind of a nice pacing thing where it's like, where's this going? And the answer is it goes to Brick Dog Break Room. These are the Brick Dogs. There's another character in this game who talks about them, who we haven't met yet, because we didn't take a certain path. This is more weird lore that I decided to add in. So you're in this awful pit that everyone gets thrown in for some reason, and it's maintained by the Brick Dogs, who I think are just like the environment itself sort of has born them, and they're weird guys. And they are just textured, yeah, from brick, real brick. And they say strange things. You're not supposed to be in here. I'm going to dream about crushing you under a large boulder tonight. Just kidding. I don't have dreams. I'm a brick dog. And also just because I thought it would make them more interesting, they end every sentence with some form of "because I'm a brick dog." Because I don't know, I thought that was fun for them. I thought that was cool for them. When I get bored of building labyrinths, I come and sit here. Some would say I'm being lazy, but I know better, because I'm a brick dog. Life is good, is what I'd like to say, but I'm not truly alive, no. I'm a brick dog. Also, they have a table. I don't know why I went to the effort of giving them a table. It's just made out of the tile set I use for, like, the platforms you can jump through, and it even functions like them. But I just thought it would be nice if they had a table. You know, they're not just standing around doing nothing. They might put something on here. I don't know. Maybe. My favorite number? It'd certainly have to be 36. Why does that matter? Simply put, it's because I'm a brick dog. I think a lot of people have seen this and presumed that this is a clue for something. And it is. I do think, though, not a lot of people have actually used this. This is for a secret thing. This is not for the main ending thing, so we'll come back to this quite a bit later. But that is an important number, actually. Hello, worthless cretin. Here's something you might find interesting. I cannot be held to mortal standards of decency or morality, and I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a brick dog. We're brick dogs. That's right. Even I'm a brick dog. And that's all this room is. Just a weird secret room with some cryptic hints and some strange guys in it. So I think that's pretty cool. But then yeah, in this room there's one other thing. I'm glad to have met the brick dogs. I'm glad I could introduce you to the brick dogs. Welcome in, welcome in. So here there is like the weird little spot here. And if you go over here, you can just barely see there's an invisible door down there. But obviously, as the room is right now, there's no way to get to it, because these guys are running through at such an incredible speed. But the puzzle here is if you re-enter from this one, then there's just enough time to get in and enter the room, and it's another bird room. So this is the second one of these, and as you can see, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, and a little bit. It's got a bin chicken. It's got a lovely ibis, and yeah, this is another part of the big mystery. This is another part of the big mystery puzzle. So if I was playing this, if I hadn't made this game, I'd be writing this down right now. I'd be jotting it down and going, "What's this about?" But yeah, there you go. That's there. Animal Well, eat your heart out. I've never played Animal Well, so I'm I'm kind of glad I haven't, because I think this did end up allegedly a little similar to it in like vibe sometimes, just because of my use of like real animal photos and stuff, maybe. Okay, this room I do have kind of a big regret about. This is one of the only rooms you can't backtrack through, which is I think why this door was so hard to find for people. Because if you go through here... Oh, Squeaky! Thank you for resub for 15 months. Thank you very, very much. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're doing well. These sprites look awesome. Thank you, thank you. I'm really happy with how a lot of this turned out, honestly. But yeah, there's no way of getting back through here. Millie Millen, thank you. Thank you for saying so. I'm a big fan of your work. I would say. Yeah, I wish I'd made it so you could go back through here. I just didn't think to do that. Which I think made it super, super difficult for people to find that door there, which, my bad. My bad, I'm sorry. I should not have done this. But anyway, you know, classic obstacle here. Just walking in line with the guys. I set these guys up to have like way more I could have done with them. Like, I made it so I could like customize the speed they were going. I made it so I could make them go vertically if I wanted to, so they could have like more delay between each one spawning. But in the end, I kind of just left them on like their default settings I made for them, because I made a lot of rooms for this game and I did not get to put a lot of obstacles in that many rooms. So they're just kind of basic in their implementation, but still, I think they're fun. I think they're fun little guys. I don't know. This is definitely another hard one. It's kind of a tough area. Which is weird, because you actually never have to go in this room we're in right now. This doesn't lead to anywhere bespoke, as you'll see. And here's this guy. I don't know how I got here. I want to go home. Oh, poor guy. This room sort of reminds me of NES Chip and Dale for whatever reason. I've never played that one. Interesting. What if these guys loved ladders, and when you put a ladder down in the tunnels, they all stop to adore it? See, yeah, I would have liked to have had more weird interactions with the ladder, but... As it is, the ladder is, like, almost never mandatory. But it exists, and that's fun. This is another thing where I just ran out of time. I made and sprited this little, you know, block that goes away when you stand on it, and I had no time to actually, like, design a thing around it, so I didn't. It just exists in this room, which you also can't backtrack through. But I guess it's kind of cool. You get to dig a hole. I don't know. And then, so, here's something. This actually cuts you like midway into another area, as you could see. We're at a totally different place now, in a weird one-way entrance to it, in a totally different place. And yeah, you can't go back from here. And if you end up here, there's another eye patch guy, and he says, if you're feeling stuck, this might not be news to you, but 6 steps to the right of dawdling, you catch my drift? And this is the one hint to the ladder existing. If you haven't found the ladder button and you've ended up here, which is possible, because you can get here just by sliding and falling down holes, you're entirely stuck in this interesting looking spot if you don't know how to ladder. So this is a reference to the controls page, which claims that D is for dawdling. And I don't know, L is 6 keys to the right of it, so it's like, that's what it is. I don't know if it's like that clever or interesting of a hint, but I'm glad to hear that it worked for anyone who didn't have it already. But yeah, we are in the oubliette, which is like a different area that you're normally meant to enter a different way, but you can get to it from here, which I think is cool. I really wanted there to at least be some places that had like multiple ways of like getting there, you know, multiple ways of reaching. Because if we go this way, this is like going backwards in it, but we'll go forwards for now. I like to say oubliette whenever possible. I think it's a really good word. I think oubliette is an awesome word. Also, yeah, this room is like way harder than it looks. I just wanted this to look really scary, but you can slide like 2 times and you're fine. That's all you have to do. But it looks scary. It looks like there's a lot of stuff going on. And this is another texture I like way better. I really wish I'd redone the sprites for the earliest area to like match the rest of them better. Because the ones in the first area are just so smooth and there's not a lot of like noise and grit, but every other area has like so much more just like, whoa, look at all that, you know? And here is yet another thing where I had a mechanic that I knew how to add, I knew how to do, so I was like, we'll put it in this game, and I didn't have time to design levels around it, so this is the only one it appears. But since this is the oubliette, it is kind of like a jail, I was like, well, I could put like a key, and when you grab the key, it like opens up some blocks. But this is the only room that uses it. I had big plans for a final area that was going to combine all the mechanics in one twisted gamer's gauntlet. And then I didn't have time to do that, so I may have to add that still. Oh, also the ball and chain! Sorry, I haven't talked about the ball and chain, but I'm really happy with it. I learned how to do, like, the chain, where, like, the chain is, like, auto, like, generated depending on, like, the length I set for it. So, like, this one's longer, you know? And these could be set to be any length, and, like, the chain thing would tile for the length, which is not like a super complicated thing to do, but it was a thing I hadn't ever really done before, I don't think, and it felt good to like learn how to do it, you know? It felt cool to have. So I was quite happy about that. And then here's another eye patch guy. Oh, this is it. The bird cage. I can feel it. Oh. If you go through here, it's just an exit from this area. But if you go in here...
Thanks for getting me in.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in, welcome in. If you go in here, there's this kind of twisted little room. I really like this. I don't know why. I like platformer challenges where the challenge involves no jumping, you know? I love just like, oh, you have to walk downwards carefully. And this can be quite tricky if you don't have like a good handle on like the momentum in this game. Like, a weird thing about this is it kind of becomes easier if you hit the wall, because then you lose all your speed, pretty much, I think. So you can, like, do a really quick turn once you, like, hit it. I don't know. It's a little strange, but I like doing it. I like the compact little challenge. And also, it was a nice way of getting, like, a... I wish I put the entrance of this room, like, up higher somehow. I wish I designed the previous room differently, so that the door was, like, way up. And then that way it could feel like you were really, like, going downwards, you know? Instead, it really doesn't feel like you're going that far down. Because in my mind, I was like, this should be, like, the deepest, lowest part of the fucking pit. The area you're in. Also, I like the weird kind of pattern that ended up in the brick here because of how I tiled it. Also, here we are. This is the big puzzle room. This is the thing. This is what the bird rooms relate to. And it's totally possible that you find this room before finding any birds, depending on the path you take. But I'm very happy with this, despite the fact there is actually a slight error I left in, which I'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, these are the bird song rooms. So if you come in here, you can look at this little thing, and it'll say, "A cry echoes among the leaves." And then there's a whole bunch of doors. Whole bunch of doors with a whole bunch of numbers under them. And now it's second stanza, and if you look at this, it says a different thing. Cry echoes within the tower. And if we go in, you know, here, it's the third one, and it says a different thing. Within the dirt. Ho ho. And if you go in another one, then it's the fourth stanza, and it says a cry echoes within the cavern. Ho ho. So this is what the bird rooms are for. And what it is there are 4 bird rooms hidden across the 4 different areas of the game. And you have to look at, in each one, the room name is always a different amount of dots for each one. And that's actually what you're meant to be looking at, because these are dots. And you're meant to do the corresponding door with the corresponding thing down here. And enter in a little code, and that's how you beat the game. I'll tell you now, but it may not be immediately obvious that this is how you beat the game, because like there's further places you can just like platform to. So I kind of wanted it to be like, if you find this right away, you might immediately know that like, oh, this is what it's all building up to. This is what it's all about. But if you don't find this right away, you might just travel through a bunch of wacky platforming challenges and then be like, well, what the fuck was that all about? And then you find this and you go, oh. So I wanted there just to be like multiple ways you could come across it and like feel about it. There is an error in here where, which one of these is it? One of these, like, yeah, this door. This door doesn't work correctly, and it always takes you to the second stanza. Yeah, this is a mistake. All this really tells you is the number 4 is involved in this. It does mean you can break the puzzle somewhat, but it's fine. Thankfully, it's not too big a deal. Anyway, we're gonna leave for now. Alright. And then, yeah, if you go through here, this is actually the entrance to the area, the oubliette. And if we leave through this way... Oh, wait, sorry, no. We leave over here. This is Pit of the Pit. And there's this guy here who says, that is the oubliette. It's a bummer. And if you go here, it's this spot. We've come full circle. This is where the other door in the peril room would have led to. And you can slide back through to here. It was kind of I didn't mean to make this gap one you had to slide through. It's kind of a weird spot to force you to learn how to slide, but I guess it kind of is fine. Oh, yeah! And then here's Slightly Mysterious Room. So this, funny story, Slightly Mysterious Room was going to have a random chance of showing this picture of my cat. It was going to be randomized, and then I broke it, and then I decided that was fine. I decided if it was broken, it was fine, because this room otherwise didn't really have any identity, and it like only exists because I needed to like have a door in a different location. Like I needed this door to be here so that you could get up to here again. That's why that exists. Also, if a door is raised above the ground, you can't like enter back through it.
Thanks for getting
if it's
me in.
Square shaped. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. If it's got like the line on the bottom, that means you can't go through it again. But yeah, this just exists as filler to like connect 2 rooms and get entrances where I need them to be. But then, because it had no identity, I was like, well, I guess my cat can just be here always. It's kind of random, but I think it's cool. Slightly Mysterious Room. So again, just to show, the door down the bottom there is the one that gets you to the oubliette by the normal entrance. Let me just... so I don't mess this up. Oh. Wow, I did this without dying earlier, and I was like, wow, there we go. Yeah, so this goes to here, and then this goes to here, and there you go. But Now that we're gaming, now that we know how to do our slide jump and our ladder jump and stuff, getting over here is no problem, which means we can go here. And this is scary. This is the room called Scary. And this is the guy who tells you the lore about the brick dogs. A strange thing happened when this pit was neglected by its keepers. The walls came alive, and thus the brick dogs were born. Beasts of a curious manner, they now mold the pit as they please. Well, that's how the story goes, at least. What I want to know is why they have to build so many spikes. Oh, what a wacky guy. And I feel like this room's pretty obvious in terms of like a puzzle, but there's the very conspicuous spot down there. Which, there's two ways you can do this. There's a tiny missing spike here, which you can, take advantage of to do that. But also, if you know the ladder button, you can, instead, fail to get on the ladder 3 times, 4 times, 5 times? Oh my god. Timing is quite precise. Timing's quite precise. There we go. You could do this, and then you could slide off of there. So there's 2 ways to do it if you wanted to. And then in here, another weirdly shaped room, because I thought that was fun. And if you go here, there's another bird. There you go. There you go. And this is the bird for the cavern. So that means there's 1 bird remaining, and conveniently there is 1 path we haven't taken, so we will take that path now. But yeah, there was a bird right here, right near the beginning of the game, but you might not be good enough to find it right away. Oh yeah, I haven't shown how you can clip through ceilings yet, but I will, don't worry. I will. I will. Anyway, we have to take this path again now. That was also the first bird you found? Oh, there you go. We're back in the Grove, there's Chill Guy's Town, and here's this other path here. And here's this guy, who I love. I love this dude. I'm very happy with how this guy turned out, as another just kind of guy edited from a photo. These guys only react when you get near, they have wiggling vines, and weird, like, flower eyes and stuff. I like them. I like them. I like this guy. And yeah, when it's just on the ground, it kind of looks innocent. It's like, that could be like butterflies or little bugs or just other flowers, nothing bad. But yeah. And then it's called breakfast, and this one's called lunch, and then there's a bunch more of them. And yeah, this is one of the bits where I'm like, wow, I really wish this game had sound effects. I really wish I'd had time to add more of those, because it feels weird seeing them lunge at you and they're perfectly silent. I do like this bit, though, where this guy comes out, and then you can go over and under like that. I think that's cool. They do get layered under the ladder, which is a bit of a mistake. But that's fine. They're all crying. Yeah, they're emotional guys. And then here's dinner, where there's red ones, and these ones just operate on timers. So the blue ones are based on like your position, and if you come near, they do it. But here there's more, and they just kind of go when they feel like it. Because I thought that was fun. I thought it's fun to have different color variants that do different behaviors. I don't know. Just a quick way of adding, like, more variety, Making it feel like there is some kind of, like, evolution from room to room, even though, honestly, the difficulty is pretty level throughout this entire thing. And yeah, another fun bit where you have to come in and then climb up before he goes out again. And yeah. The blue ones have a soul. The red are clearly automatons. Be nice to them. They're not so bad. Oh, hello, Hazel. How do I play this Indulgent Wednesday Delight? This was my submission for the jam. So you could play this here, and you could look at everyone else's entries also.
Thanks for getting me in.
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. The red ones are not crying. They have angry eyebrows. It's the same sprite. But I enjoy your interpretation. And then here we have the entrance, which I quite like how this looks. I really quite like how this building that I, like, got a photo of and then, like, flipped and mirrored and attached and glued together and wiggled and made this weird shape looks. Here's this guy. So yeah, this is the path you're kind of, like, meant to take if you haven't found any secrets, basically. If you haven't found any secret things and you don't know what you're doing, this path, like, it feels like it goes somewhere. You know, supposedly this tower leads to freedom. Is leaving the pit truly so simple? Ho ho. We shall see. And here's the tower lobby. Wow. Originally, this room required you to use a ladder, and then I decided it would be more interesting if it didn't. If you weren't forced to learn how to ladder here, I think that was the right choice. Here's this guy. Dare I attempt the climb? No, that sounds scary. I don't like it when things are scary. I like it when I get to eat some snacks and stuff. Do you think there's snacks up there? I kind of don't like that guy. I think he's like the least funny guy in the game. I like him saying I don't like it when things are scary. I don't like him talking about snacks. That's my opinion about this guy that I wrote. But again, there's more tiles here that I really like. I think this tile set is, again, kind of fun. The weird background here where it's like just a roof flipped and mirrored and kaleidoscoped around a bit. Here's this guy. I'm actually not here to climb. I come here and imagine I'm back outside, working in that cramped office, toiling endlessly in the sea of cubicles. God, I fucking love toiling! Yes. And then the thing in here is just, the blocks change when you jump. So there's the funny prank here of like, oh, you're gonna go over, but they're not real now. And so, you die. Here's second floor. This is the only one that has a bottomless pit, just because I thought it felt cooler if it did, rather than being spikes. I don't know, maybe that's like a little messy to like change it up like this, but I thought it was a cool look and kind of worth it. I don't know. Oh, here's something. I didn't think about how much stuff I would have to like mess around with if I added like proper death to this game, because you know, I've made a lot of just like shitty whatever thrown together little projects where, you know, when you die, all it does is it just resets the room, which like is fine but doesn't really look good or feel good. Whereas in this game, you know, if you die, like all the enemies stay where they are and things. But once I had these blocks that swapped, I realized that if I didn't, you know, mess with stuff, you would just start dying infinitely, because you could jump and fall, and then you respawn, and the block still wouldn't be there for you. So I you know, it was like fun having to think about like, oh, I need to add stuff to like revert the room to its default state, and so on. Which is not hard to do, but it was just like, I don't know. It was a good thing to like think about. Anyway, this room's kind of funny. I kind of forget, I made this easier at some point. So, like, I think you can do this. Oh yeah, what am I doing? You just slide here, and then if you slide jump... Yeah, you can do it without a ladder. This was another one that originally you needed a ladder to do. It had a way trickier design that I was going to reuse if I did add, like, a final super difficult area, but again, no time, so this is the only version of it that exists now. But I think it's kind of a good one. You slide, and you jump, And then this one's just kind of a mess. This is, like, not a level I, like, designed at all. I just sort of started placing tiles, and then was like, okay, I guess this is winnable, you know? I guess there's a path you can take here. I think it looks pretty cool. I really like the, like, gray, yellow, green, and orange kind of look of everything here. Anyway, there we go. Now this is one I have to apologize for. This one doesn't work well. This is based off one I made in a previous game, and it worked better there, but I somehow messed something up about collisions, and, like, the order of, like, events and stuff. So whenever you jump, obviously they swap, and if you're inside of a block when it gets swapped, you die. You know, which means here you can see the problem. I jump, and the blocks don't change immediately, so I die because I'm inside it when it decides to change, right? That's the issue. That, like, really shouldn't happen. But somehow things kind of ended up out of sync, and it works like that. So in this one, the thing is, you're meant to jump to swap these and get across, which I just did because I made the game. But it's, like, a little too hard. Like, you have to go a little too early. Because if you do it at the very end, it just kills you for some reason. It decides you're in the block and you die. Which, like, feels wrong. and I don't like it, and I'm sorry that it's like that. Basically, is my thing I'd like to say. I've seen people struggle here, and sorry, I should have made it work better. However, we're on the 4th floor. Ho ho ho. Ha ha ha. He he he. So, here's the thing about this. This is what the guy in Chill Guy Town is talking about. Because his cryptic symbol clue that you can see if you know how to ladder jump to him is at 4 and then an arrow facing left. So when you're on the 4th floor, you go left and the wall isn't real and you can fall down and it doesn't kill you and you can go back to the right. Oh ho ho. And here we are. And if we go in here, it's another bird. There's the lost bird. We're not going to solve the bird puzzle right away because there is other stuff to do. But just, there you go. Yeah, this one you can find without doing that easily. But I wanted to add a clue in case anyone didn't find this. Because it is kind of random. The wall is fake, you know? That is kind of random. I mean, the doors are down here, which is like a pretty big clue. There's something going on. But I was like, in case people feel like this is bullshit because there's no hint whatsoever and no real thing suggesting you should go left here. I did make this in the week for the jam, yes. Yes, I did. I did an all-nighter to make it happen, but I did it. I did do this in the jam. The movement I pretty much ported from a previous project, just like how the jumping feels, because I knew I wanted that movement for this project, and you know, yeah. But all the level design and like puzzles and everything, and all the assets, all the photo, like, you know, tiling and stuff, I did in the week. Anyway, there's a lost bird, but we're gonna not... Oh my, you know what I just realized? I've not been paying attention to my own puzzle. I made this 2 or 3 weeks ago now. I don't actually remember what the numbers are. I've not been... I was like, oh, if I hadn't made this game, I'd be writing these down. I actually should be writing these down. I've fucking forgotten. I genuinely don't remember the solution. Oh, that's so funny. It's like 2, 4, 5, and... No, 4 isn't one of them. It's like 1, no, 2... It's like 2, 3, 5, and 8, I think are the numbers involved in it, right? I'm pretty sure that's correct. I think that's correct. It's okay, we'll need that later. We don't need that right now. You have it? Okay, that's awesome. 3 was the starting stone room, 8 was the flower. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's right. I think the numbers involved are those ones. Hello, Harmless. Game dev, yeah. And if we go through here, this is egress. This is a room that lets you leave the tower. We'll talk to this guy quickly. That door up there goes back down. Up goes down. Now that's a real head scratcher. Ho ho ho. It's okay, 68k hard. I'll remember it. Probably, I think. We'll see if I can do it from memory. We don't need it yet. Anyway, we're not going to go through that door, because if you go through here, this is where the, sorry, this is kind of getting a little messed up. This is where the other door on floor 4 goes to. It takes you on top of the tower. So you usually, if you don't find the secret, you end up here, and then you can fall down to this ledge and talk to this guy, and he says, there's nothing here. I guess I shouldn't have expected anything. Well, back to toiling for me. But if you stand here, you can just barely see. You can just barely see that there is something there. And so if you step down, ho ho ho, oh ho ho, it's a whole bunch of invisible stuff atop the tower. And there's a door here. Because I skipped the floor 4 door, I thought that top door was another secret I couldn't get to yet. That makes sense, yeah. Unless you're memorizing door positions, which is pretty hard when the background is this open, you don't really have many other tiles to go by. It makes sense that you would think that. Super minor detail here. These are randomized, just like which tile they are. Basically out of convenience because of the way this is set up. I wanted them to, you know, look interesting, so I just made them randomized, but it means they randomize every time you enter, so that's a fun thing. Anyway, here's a brick dog. This is, you know, usually the first brick dog you find if you don't find the secret dart area before this. I don't know why you bothered coming up here. There really isn't anything to see, and I would know. I'm a brick dog. But if you go over here, you get not a thing, which is a different room, actually. This guy says, consider quitting. Couldn't that be fun for you? How should I know? Well, I'm a brick dog. And if you go here, I don't know, this is kind of a classic trick of video game, where there's a room that, like, looks the same as the previous one, and then if you go through it just looks the same again. And if you go through it looks the same again. And if you go through it looks the same again. And if you go through it looks the same again. But whoa, actually it was different the whole time. Whoa, crazy. This is a guy sometimes people don't find. People don't find this guy sometimes. This is another guy who exists to give a hint that sometimes people don't need. But this guy exists, and he also has an eye patch, and he's just twerking over here. I was gonna have one of the other guys in the oubliette talk about there being like some member of their little team who'd gone missing, which was going to be this guy. But again, didn't really have time to write that much dialogue, so these were just ideas I thought of while I was drawing them, and then I didn't put them in the game. But here's this guy, he goes, "Gah! The arrow! It's got to be that damned arrow!" But without knowing how to follow it, what's even the point? And if you go here, it resets this area again, so you gotta go through again by doing this. Yeah, and yeah, this is a thing that some people have found without the hint, and some people have only found with a lot of hinting. But there is an arrow. Admittedly, it's very hard to see. It actually may be too hard to see. I've talked to people who have, you know, vision problems, and allegedly it's actually just it's like impossible to see. But it is here. It is here. It's only in this instance of the nothing room. There's like 4 versions of this room, and it's only specifically at this point. But it is consistent. This tile doesn't change, unlike all the others, which I guess is a way of noticing it. And this is the only point where you need the ladder, because it points upwards, and if you ladder, then you can reach these. But otherwise, you're just stuck here, and you'd have to restart the game pretty much. Or you could go back down the tower, I guess, but yeah. And that goes here.
Am I being redeemed right now, or am I content in the game? It's the mystery of the stream. Don't look at chat entries.
Whoa, special junior Easter egg, no way. And that goes here, and this is a fun spot. This brick dog says, "Oh, you're not supposed to be here. It hardly matters, though. This is merely a place for going backwards. Regressive tunnel for us, the brick dogs." And sure enough, what he's saying is true, but we'll get to that in a second. There's this door here, in this brick dog tunnel, that shows you this room. And this room has a number in it. And we'll talk about that later. But it's pretty interesting. A lot of people who have played this game will tell you this isn't the number that they got. I had the really awesome experience of getting to sit in a call while 2 people played this, and they both went to this room, and they said, "Why is my number different than yours?" And for me, it was the greatest moment of my life. It turns out making games is kind of awesome. Interesting background? Yeah, this is the one I got the funkiest with. This is like... I mean, obviously it's kaleidoscoped and mirrored and weird stuff is happening with it, but it's a weird crop of, like, a bit of stuff from, like, a roof at night. I don't know, it's kind of impossible to tell, but it is still a photo. Don't worry, we'll get back to the number in a bit. But if you go here, well, actually, hang on, let me show you this first. It's a good time for showing this. This is where a lot of people figured out how to clip into ceilings. If you place a ladder under a ceiling and then jump, you can pretty much clip through any ceiling you want. I knew about this. I didn't know how easy it was to do until too late, basically. I thought it was slightly harder to do than it is, but it's actually super fucking easy. And I wanted to do something with it and, like, make it an actual part of the game, but I didn't get time to, so It's just a thing you can do. And I'm sorry that there's no reward for doing it, because you can do it in about a dozen locations. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, the regressive tunnel, a place for going backwards for the brick dogs. If you go through this door, it takes you here. And this is the single thing I'm kind of most happy about with this game. You go all that way, and you get literally nothing except for, like, maybe knowledge you've gained, and you're just here. And if you were to open this game up, and know about the ladder button, you could just immediately do this. You can just go here right away. I found this in reverse? Let's fucking go. Hell yeah. I wondered if anyone had. That's awesome. But yeah, this goes back here. So from the very beginning of the game, you can actually get up to here. All the way at the top of the tower and through the whole thing. So there you go. Ho ho ho. And now that we've done all that, I mean, we're pretty much done, because all we have to do is go to the oubliette and enter the numbers. Like, normally, or for most people who played this, by this point they would still have to find, like, some of the birds, maybe. Or maybe they haven't even been to the oubliette yet, depending on what path they took. But because I made the game, you know, I kind of knew which path to take. I went the wrong way for some reason, so actually forget that, never mind. I just wanted to see my cat again, I guess. It's a pretty cool room, slightly mysterious room, I do like it. Oh. There we go, we go this way. Pit of the pit. Which is a bit that requires the ladder, also. So no matter what, to be in the oubliette, you have to know the ladder, which I thought was important. If you want to do the bird puzzle, you have to show that you know how to do the ladder, either from the part where they teach you after being in, like, the dart zone, or just by knowing it otherwise and going this route. Here's this funny room. Oh yeah, we can do oh shit, which we didn't get to do before. It's fine. It's a fine room, I think. I like oh shit. I thought it was funny just to call two rooms oh shit and oh fuck, because I didn't have any ideas for them. And they look very intimidating and very, like, gamerly and scary, even though they're not, like, too bad, really. Although I am dying. So don't worry about what I just said. It's actually a really hard game, you guys. It's actually really hard, even for me. There is, by choice, no funny coyote time in this game, because I don't know. I think it's funnier when there isn't. Which does make that jump in particular kind of hard. Hello, multi-kit. But here we are. That's where the dart bit is. We can just do the two slides. Oh, this room you can do, like, a speedrunner's, like, trick in. It's really scary, and I'm not brave enough to do it quick enough. I've done it, like, once. You can, like, ladder up there, and I think probably do it quicker than, like, going this path, maybe? I'm not actually sure it's quicker. But if you wanted to, you could use a ladder and then slide under the spike from the other side. Also, I don't know why I put a fucking spike ball over on the right there. It doesn't actually do anything. I guess it just, I don't know, it makes it seem scary. Anyway. Here we are. So it's time for entering the puzzle solution. Here we go. A cry echoes among the leaves, as I think it's 8, right? I think 8 for that one. Tower is 5, I think? Is that right? I actually don't know. I actually don't remember. Do we find the bird for Labyrinth? Which bit do you call Labyrinth? We found the bird for all the areas, didn't we? There's 4 birds. We've been to the bird in the cave, we've been to the bird in the dark, we've been to the bird in the leaves, we've been to the bird in the tower. We've been to the 4 birds, yeah. We did them in a wacky order. Yeah, I actually do forget the solution to my own puzzle, and I didn't write it down, which is awesome. Is it 5? No, I think I'm misremembering. I think I have it wrong. Is it even 8? Or is it... Jesus. I think it's... Okay, yeah, it is 5, right? And then... Within the dart is 2? No. No. Yes. Maybe? And then is this one 3? Within the cavern? Let's see. No. I don't remember the solution to my fucking puzzle. That's awesome. That's awesome. I should have written them down. I should have written them down. Well, someone can tell me. This is this is so funny. I mean, I did make this several weeks ago. So, you know. That's my excuse. 2583. Oh yeah, okay, I had the numbers right, I had the order wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. 2583, that sounds like what I would make it. You almost had it, just a bit shuffled, yeah. There we go. And then here's sorry no ending, sorry. So originally what I wanted was, the idea was you would free the birds. The idea was that the birds were trapped, and if you freed them, they were going to change what was at the top of the tower. They were gonna fly up there and like build a bridge, and then that would go to the true Sicko's final platforming challenge. That was my idea, but that was gonna require like not like a cutscene, but like I was gonna have to show you that the birds did that somehow, which was kind of gonna be hard, right? For the limited time. But that's what it was gonna be. You were gonna see the birds help you somehow, and then that would lead to a true way of exiting the pit, because you know you couldn't get out of there by yourself, but by helping the birds and chipping in and whatever, you know, then you were gonna be able to do it, and that was kind of gonna be a little story. But anyway, this is where I ran out of time, so this is the victory screen. But there is this guy, who is me. I said this is where I ran out of time to make this game. Yep, I know exactly where I wanted to go from here. I just told you. That's how jamming life must be. And it is true. I would like to keep chipping away at this. I would. And yeah, I would like to fix some of the level designs. Get the music in. Maybe the radio, like I talked about. Maybe. Get stuck into it all. Anyway, hope you enjoyed what was here. I had a nice time making it, so thanks for checking it out. And here we go. One last thing. Did you find the secret hat? So, has anyone here found the secret hat? I mean, I know some people have, but I want to know. I want hands up for hat finders. I'm curious, because this was what I added in last minute, because I was like, it feels bad there's no ending, but maybe I can put in a little treat, a little sneaky little treat. No worries, Iggy. I hope it was interesting to see. I mean, we have to find that hat real quick. We have to find that hat. I guess a lot of people didn't find that hat. Fair enough. I will reveal to you the truth of the hat now. So, close your eyes and ears if you don't want to know about the hat. I guess. We, first of all, gotta go back a bit, because there's something I need to get you to take a second look at this juncture, you know? At this point in time. If we go all the way back here, if we go back in the secret tunnel, and if we go to here, you'll notice the number is different. You'll notice the number has changed. This is not a static number. This number is not a clue. This number is reflective of something. This number is not like for something, it like is something. This is an important number. And there's one other point in the game where numbers are referenced.
Thanks for getting me
Thank you for the follow. Whoa, first time chatter. Normally I wouldn't call it out, but you're correct. You're correct. It is death. It is a death counter. This is a little misleading because resets don't count. I should have made resets look different so it was clear. because this doesn't make the number go up, which makes it a little bit confusing. It is a death counter, and there is, earlier in the game, there is a reference to one specific number. In the Brick Dog break room, there's one guy who tells you what his favorite number is, and he says that it matters because he's a brick dog. And we are in the Brick Dog zone right here. So hang on, I have to close the game. Oh, it's showing Sammy. That's cool. Wow, guys, that's Sammy. That's how the redeems work. Oh, it's showing Sammy because Sammy's a fucking game maker program. I was like that. Wait, I was like, why is it? It never defaults to showing Sammy, but Sammy is made in Game Maker. That's so funny. That's so funny. That's so funny. I didn't think about that. I'm gonna reopen the game though, and here we are. Here's the controls for anyone who didn't see these earlier. There you go. And now, oh, if we go through here, as you can do from the very beginning, it's at 0. So now what we have to do is go die 36 times. 36 times and no more, and no less. And that specifically is what does it, which is a little bit evil of a thing to make you do. But here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh. Now I'm scared I'm going to die on my way up, which would be so unfortunate. Okay, we're good. We're good. Woo. Would it have been crueler to make it number of room transitions? Probably, yeah. Anyway, now if we go in here... the door is there. And this is the room where you get an awesome hat. And there's a guy with a hat, and you leave, and you have a hat now. And the hat says hat on it. It's really hard to see, and it gets flipped whenever you turn around, but it says hat. And that's the secret prize. There you go. And that is 100% of the game that I made. All right. There you go. I guess I will hide this now for those who haven't seen the hat yet. Hat spoilers are done. There we go. But, yeah. I don't know. I hadn't made a game in a long time, and I really wanted to make something. That's what I made. Obviously there's some stuff that I would love to change. I feel like a lot of the platforming challenges just kind of, I don't know, they exist to show you, like, obstacles I made, but they're not that interesting, a lot of them, I think. If I'd gotten to make more of them and make, like, longer sequences of them, I think it could have been more interesting. But I think there's a fun balance of jumping around and solving puzzle there, so yeah, that's my game I made. I don't know. I just wanted to talk about it and show it for anyone who either, you know, wasn't gonna play it or just wanted to see my thoughts. I think I do still want to polish it up, yeah. I do, I think. I do. Getting to play it again and being forced to, like, talk about my thoughts on it has, like, sort of solidified to me just, like, you know, a limited scope plan just to, like, add the ending I talked about. I know I've kind of spoiled it by talking about it on stream, but still, I feel like I've really cemented that plan now. Because the jam was really nice, because I got to make a thing and I was forced to add an ending. And I think if I don't force myself to add a specific ending now, I'm gonna let the scope of it kind of spiral out of control, and I'm gonna want to add too much, you know? So I think I do have ideas for a bigger, like, version of this, but I will just add a humble ending to this one and let it be a small version. Who knows, maybe it functions as a prototype for a bigger thing one day. But yeah, I would like to make this into a finished thing that's not too much bigger than it is now, because I think that's just like a good, like, work ethic kind of like thing to do, you know? And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would like to keep scope under control, because, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it for the first thing I've made in a long time. It is by far the most, like, proper game I've ever made, by far. By, like, a lot. Like, it has, like, a setting, and it has, like, assets that are, you know, final enough. And it has... I mean, it does... You can clip into ceilings. It's a little bit broken, but not too broken. And yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for letting me show you, my thing. I'm really quite happy with it. I don't know. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I, like, want to show from it, because I have all the assets, right? Like, I have a big folder of assets from it, but I don't know if there's anything too noteworthy there. Maybe. I'm just gonna take a look quickly. I got a whole folder of stuff. Let's see. I mean, the rat is basically the best one. I've shown the rat already. I love the rat. I'm extremely pleased with this guy. Because I did not have, like, a plan for a visual style for this other than I would use photos. So I'm happy that I was able to, like, find a way to, like, make a creature, you know? That was fun to me. Here's the plant guys. Or the head of the plant guy. Let's get this guy bigger on screen. Just kind of wriggles around like that. It's not as good as the rat, but I think it looks good in combination with... Where's the vine that it has? Here we are. Here's the vine. We put that... This isn't to scale, obviously. But, you know, it looks something like that, right? And I think that was pretty good. I think that ain't bad. Yeah, got a lot of pictures of birds. There's one of the birds. Again, all of these are just from, like, photos that I took, so I'm happy I could use those. Oh, hang on. Here's the, I was talking about this. Here's the tile set for the scary, weird, brick dog tunnel. This is what it is. So you can see it's, like, scaffolding. It's, like, scaffolding in, like, a really blurry photo I took at night. And that's what it's made of. So there you go. That's that. What else we got? What else we got? What else we got? Oh, brick dogs are kind of hard to see when they're small. Let me make the brick dog bigger, because I think he's fun. Brick dogs, by mistake, they have holes in their eyes. They weren't supposed to, but I think it actually works fine. They just kind of wobble, because I don't really know how to animate things, so a lot of guys just kind of wobble around. But yeah, there you go. I don't know. I guess that's kind of it. I'm very happy I made this. I'm really glad that I committed and I got stuck into it and stuff. Oh, here's the tower background. I like this one. I think that one's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you for letting me talk about my thing, everyone. We might play a couple Amiga games. I'm feeling a little energetic. I don't know, maybe we could just keep it a super short stream. We could just keep it a super short stream and just move on. I don't know. Because I'll be live again tomorrow. I don't know whether I should stream more today or not. There's a lot of fun streams happening today, too, that I want to see, so... Do we just keep it short style? We could hit one Amiga. We've earned at least one Amiga game, right? Hear me out. What if you 100%ed Mario Sunshine today? Hold on. True. I genuinely started watching just like a random video about like Mario Sunshine fun facts. Like yesterday. I somehow am not like sick of that game. I started looking at like more of it. And I like I learned stuff. I could have routed that so much better and so much quicker. But that's okay. We did it. We did 17 hours of Mario Sunshine and we beat it, damn it. It's important to look at Mario, yeah. Let's do, okay, we're gonna do one Amiga game. One good Amiga game. And then we all go home. I'm
Thanks
specifying.
for getting me in.
Thank you for the follow. I'm specifying one good because if we roll a bad one, we're just gonna roll another one. You know what I mean? Like we're just gonna do that, and that's fine. Chicken Little's bump. So true. Oh, I don't have my voice thing on. Oops, that's okay. I always forget I have to manually turn on the voice thing. I always forget. Oh, you want to do a good Amiga game? Oh no, we'll find one. We're gonna find a good one. Thank you, Squeaky. I hope you enjoy your hamburger dinner. It's lovely to see you. I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I don't know. It felt very self-indulgent talking about my little game, but I'm glad people were, I don't know, receptive to it, I guess. It's one of those things where I really had never made like a, I mean, I've made games, but like, again, that's the most proper one I've ever made, so just having people like it was very cool. Thanks, guys. Oh, all right. It's seriously awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is more finished than unfinished. I feel like the lack of sound really makes it feel unfinished. That's my big thing. If there were more sound effects, I'd be like, well, you know, that's good enough. Because my original plan was actually going to have no, like, goal. I was thinking, what if it was sprawling? Like, originally I was thinking something more like Yume Nikki-ish, where there was going to be, like, a ton of areas that looked different and had, like, different guys in them. Which is still a game I'm kind of interested in. But, like, I don't know. Again, I tried to actually, like, commit to the jam and make a complete thing. Oh, we gotta get audio from this. Hold on. Oh, my controller's plugged in. Hold on. I should probably reopen this. Sometimes it breaks when the controller's plugged in and the controls get messed up for things, and it's not very good. You know what? We're gonna gamble. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be totally fine. Let's go. Alright. Here we are in the wonderful world of the Amiga. Hopefully we don't get a strip poker game, because if we do, then the stream is ending. But we're going to press the random button and see what happens. Amiga games are awesome. Please don't be pornography. Please don't be pornography. Please. Please do not show me a woman's name. I will scream. For normal reasons. Come on. Okay, that's looking alright. Nothing sensual could happen in that beautiful castle. Also, it seems like we don't have sound, maybe? Hold on. There's no way this doesn't have sound. It's probably just, like, muted. No, this is genuinely silent. Okay. Genuinely a silent... Oh, there we go. Labyrinth della Reina des Hombres. Strip poker night at Dracula Castle. No! Okay, we have hit French. This might be a problem. Let's see if this is playable as someone who does not speak the language. Okay, it's a lot of text. Oh no, two Gegneras. Oh dear. What?
Problem?
This is not what I thought this game would look like. After seeing Dracula's castle? Who is this lad? In the suburban town. What? What is this? What is gameplay? Is this? I guess it's just like a cutscene. He's going to the spooky side of town and entering Dracula's evil door. I'm guessing this is copy protection, and we can just say whatever. Purdue. Oh, is this like? These are such long words. What is this? This has to be copy protection, surely, right? Why? What is poussette porte très fort? What? Why is it so much? That's a long word. Bravo! No, that was copy protection, surely, because now we're through, and I just picked whatever. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is all this? How much is there? Oh god, this is a quiz game. We have to fill in the blanks? Oh no. We want 6 roses, obviously. Duh. None! Oh shit. Oh, the devastating sound. Le frambois. Non. Le moth. Shit, dude. Attention. Oh, I'm killing this child with my lack of French knowledge. This is terrible. How about that one? Bravo. Okay, we're brute forcing. This is good. Guys, this might not be a good game. Should we re-roll? I don't think this is what we wanted from life. I don't think this is delivering hugely and massively. I think this might be. Never mind, it's awesome. We're playing funny maze game. Oh, what? They cornered me. Immediately. Perdu. Okay, close this game. We're gonna get another one. We're getting another one. Come on. I don't think we won. Come on, the next one. The next one's gonna deliver. Surely. Let's see a winner. I'm feeling a winner right now. Mixed up Mother Goose. Come on. That sounds good. That sounds really good.
Chicken Little's bum.
It's Sierra. Goose Mouse.
Chicken Little's bum.
Our mouse is Goose. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is delightful. Mixed up. Yeah, I feel like I know the name of this game, and it is Sierra, so I presume this is a little bit famous with it. We may have actually landed on like a very real game. Mixed up Mother Goose. Okay. Let's go. What is your name? My name is Wope. And I'm, who am I today? I'm this lad. We're gonna have to hit enter. Whoop, please choose your kid. Oh wait, I'm not choosing me. I'm here at fucking pickup after fucking preschool, and I have to remember which child is mine. Oh shit. You, no? Sure. Could be you. Could be this kid. Who knows? Oh, I love the awesome art on the wall. Nice. Our child looked like Leonard Nimoy, by the way. Like, remarkably so for a young lad. That was crazy. Mixed up Mother Goose. We have score 0 of 18. Alright. Let's go. I love that these graphics are clearly directly taken from EGA DOS game with no modification whatsoever. Yeah, I think all like the Sierra Amiga games are like this that I've seen so far, which is honestly kind of awesome. Alright, here we go. Whoop! My rhymes are mixed up. Please help me fix them. Wait, oh, so this is like a Sierra game, but for babies? For like babies and the youth? More so than normal? Okay. I like that we rode in on a goose of our own. That was cool. So how do we play this game? Do we have word typing still? I don't think we have words. I think we just have clicking. There's a loud beeping outside my home right now. Interesting. Where's our goose going? I love that the goose is just hanging out in the world. Alright. Go to the door. It's basically baby's first Sierra. Interesting. Can I go talk to Mother Goose about her mixed up rhymes and shit? Oh hell yeah, I can. Get in there, goose boy. Oh, this is awesome. Look at her lovely pink walls. They're kind of a lot. They're kind of a lot, and I like that she's camouflaged to match in with them. This game doesn't appear to have sound effects at all, really. Hello there, Whoop. That's all you gotta say to me? Okay, fair enough. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, there appears to be no sound, which is very surprising. You think there would maybe be a touch, a little bit, but it's okay. Whoop, where are we headed? Okay. I do want to do streams of Sierra games at some point, because I did play a little bit of the Atari version of the first King's Quest at one point during one of these streams, and I was having a ball. That shit was so funny to me and so awesome, and I kind of loved it. So I would very much like to actually play one of those at some point. This kid's huge! Or it's a very small fountain. Oh, never mind, it's huge, and it's not a fountain at all. Or it's a fountain of acid goop. Damn. What are we looking at here? The Banbury Cross. Okay. I mean, this is chill, you know? Strolling around town. This ain't bad. Baby's First Sierra is very pleasant as a game concept, you know? Because you play those games and immediately your guy gets eaten by, like, an alligator. And then you, like, become destitute and you get locked in jail for 800 years or whatever, you know? Like, terrible things happen. It's a lot. It's very stressful when you're still getting your bearings. But, you know, this is pleasant. We can just waltz around and look at... I don't know, there's, like, a nice mountain back there? Oh, who are these wacky characters? We're so hungry! Tell me more. You're beaming an image of steak into this boy's mind. He walked in the home and immediately... Oh shit, candle? Oh, is it like, can we have one item at a time kind of thing? Oh, so there will be someone who wants candle, right? So, like, someone else, I'll talk to them, and they'll, like, beam an image of a candle into my mind. And then I'll bring the candle to them. And they'll say, here, for you, a delicious steak. Yum, yum, yum. And I'll say, thank you. And then I'll bring the steak to here, and they'll say, cheers. And it'll all be good. Can we leave town? Oh no, he's too scared to leave town. He won't do it. Never mind, he will. I wasn't clicking the right spot. Go on, get out, get out. Be free! Be free! To the mountain! To the mountain with you! Oh shit. A mysterious... what even is that? Like clothes? Like a bag? Do I have to drop my candle first? I don't know how I drop my candle. Oh shit. You there. Is she okay? She's pacing a lot. She seems very nervous. I'm a little concerned for this lass. I live in a pumpkin. Dude, right on. Okay. Is that like a... Wait, now I have her? She's an item? She can be... I have to take her to Pumpkin House? Oh, okay. Where's Pumpkin House? We gotta find Pumpkin House for this lady. And I'm leaving the candle over there, I guess. Her cry of desperation, yeah. Just yelling to anyone who will hear her. I live in a pumpkin. Where's my pumpkin? Please. It's like being like if you were starving. It's like if those other people, instead of saying we are hungry, had just said we like food. Food is good. Like, does she want to go home? I know she lives in a pumpkin, but does she need to be there now? I don't feel like she's really made that clear to me. Also, wow, let me tell you, you move slow. You move slow around this town. I realized the mouse controls are not the way to go. Which is at least a good discovery to have made. The arrow keys are a lot quicker. But, whew. You have tiny child legs, that's true. That's true. We don't even live in a pumpkin. Yeah, I think we are now experiencing, like, slowdown now that she's with us, which is really, really funny. It's kind of weird this runs this bad, considering what it is. Like, we're on the Amiga, like, it shouldn't have to do this, but I guess Pumpkin Lady is just, like, a lot for it to handle. She lives in a pumpkin! Oh my god. What? She's going- what the fuck? She's running away? What do you- Come on! You live in a pumpkin, don't be shy. Don't be shy, I know your Ross lives in a pumpkin. Oh. Peter Pumpkin Eater? Peter Pumpkin Eater had a wife and couldn't keep her. He put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well. What the fuck? I'll be honest, I've never heard how Peter Pumpkin Eater goes. I don't think you should. Oh, this is awful. Oh no. I've returned her to she shouldn't be. Look, he's closed the door on her. This is awful. This is terrible. I've returned her to a situation I don't think is nice for her. I don't think she wants to be in a pumpkin shell. I think Wope has misunderstood what's going on here. She was crying for help. I live in a pumpkin, and that's not okay. I live in a pumpkin, and that's a problem. And Wope comes along and says, "Oh, you live in a pumpkin? Let me bring you back. Let me bring you back to the pumpkin." That's a nightmare. We did gain a point. Well, shit, we did get a point. I mean, yeah, maybe it is some kind of kickplay, but I don't think they should be involving Wope in that. I don't think Wope should be party to that, you know? Are we sure audio is working? I mean, yeah, the other game made sound. The other game literally made sound. This one just doesn't have sound that works. It could be an emulator thing, but I've rarely run into that. So, I think it just literally doesn't have noise for some reason. Which, yeah, might be an issue, but it's not on my end. In game settings, we're on we can't be getting into those. Anyway, I mean, this is alright, you know what? Mixed up Mother Goose ain't bad. I'll say it. Could we go anywhere else from down here? Can we just go to, like, the right? It feels like you can go anywhere in this, you know? It feels like we can go anywhere. I don't think we're getting more settings. Oh, there is sound. I mean, volume? It's apparently volume is on. I think it's just, yeah, I think it's just the emulator is not doing something. Something has gone wrong, because... Yeah, like, we can turn sound off, but like it was saying it was already on. Now they're both off. Yeah, we're cycling through the options. They were on. Yeah, so it's just not working for some reason. Who's this lad? Who's this little lad? What's your deal? Oh, it's Candlestick Boy? Dude, this game sucks. We're gonna walk all the way over there for Candlestick. Oh, Christ. We gotta move our slow little lad. Oh, who's this? Who's this miserable creature? What do you want? What do you crave? What do you need in this life? Tell me all about it. Where's my little dog gone? Oh, that is sad, actually. You know, I feel mean for bullying this child. Oh, and it's an awesome dog, too. That's a cool guy as well. Oh, Jesus. I'm researching Peter Pumpkin Eater now thanks to this. Yeah, it seems like Peter Pumpkin Eater is a pretty terrible tale. It's pretty nasty stuff, actually. That's Scooby? I was thinking that. I was thinking it looked like Scooby. I was gonna say it's like a pup named Scooby-Doo. But then I realized in a pup named Scooby-Doo, he doesn't look quite like that. But still, close enough. This is awesome. I'm being like, this is, you know, not the best, but it's pretty cute. It's pretty alright. I don't mind. I don't mind mixed up Mother Goose. You know what we're gonna do? One more. One more game. Just one more. Just one more game. Wouldn't that be nice? Just one more.
Jack Flash sat on a candlestick. Because fire is the devil's only friend. I gotta go.
Heck, Junior, you scamp. Ishar Ox, Legend of the Fortress. I mean, that sounds good. That sounds fucking tight, man. Tell me all about it, The Legend of the Fortress. Okay, I do feel like sound has broken. Don't you? Nope, there it is. There it is. There we go. The second they speak, it turns up. What's up, man? Whoa! Oh, shit. That was sick. Ishar, Legend of the Fortress. Let's go! Oh, this is gorgeous. Hell yeah. What an awesome sequence. The door opening, the man turning into flame and wizarding away. This is what it's all about. Now we're amigaing. Big time. Oh, perhaps a game of a Frenchly origin? My guy named Pascal? Holy shit. Dude, we're in Fragonir. With Aramir. Who's... Show me your hands. What are you holding? You got a little sword in there? Alright, that's nice. Put it in your other hand. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How's he doing this? He's juggling. Whoop. Oh, he's so talented. Very nice. Okay. He's got good flying and psi, and experience and gold. Oh my god, whoa. Aramir Guerrero. Oh, I'm noticing the language. Hold on, guys, I noticed the language might be... Hold on a second. 1 minute. Vitalidad! Wait a minute. Yeah, this is the thing about having a ROM set of like 99% of Amiga games, is most of them are not in English. So when you hit the random button... Rachel! Welcome in!
Gabe Wenner.
Hold on, let me get the shout out. Thank you for the raid! Hello, Rachel. I hope you're doing well. Hope you had a lovely stream today. Welcome in. Welcome in. I was looking at the game I made earlier for my little jam I held the other week, and now we're just playing a couple Amiga games just to round out the short stream today. Not a big one. Enjoy. Yeah, please get food. Please get food. Please do whatever you have to do. But hope you are doing well. All right. Yeah, we're playing a game that is evidently in Spanish right now, so that's pretty cool. What does walking look like in this? Oh, I mean, I kind of love the environment in this, though. That's kind of an incredible palette for the grass in the sky, don't you think? I kind of feel like that looks amazing. Let's advance towards this. Surely this is like a wise old man. Buena suerte! Oh, so true. Oh, Cube, who is Lucky Chatter getting a honk? Let me take a look here. Wait, actually, I don't know when the Cube Clown Horn was redeemed. Hold on, let me look. I'm scanning. It's Hoshino Suzy, Cube. It's Hoshino Suzy who's getting a honk.
Aramir, Guerrero Umano, my favorite character.
El Bárbaro Sediento. Es muy famosa. Okay. Perhaps the barbarian, maybe, is very famous. Would you believe I took Spanish for a year? At this point, I certainly wouldn't. You gotta find him in the village to the south? Okay. Wait, what kind of a fucking compass is this? Wait, why is it not changing? Why is... Oh shit, a thing is happening. But like, why is east on top?
Finally, a game for me.
Why is east always on top? It's not been changing. That's crazy. You seem multilingual? If only. I gotta lock in again. Oh, I'm sidestepping. Thank you, that makes sense. Thank you, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. I now see how this is. Oh wait, this is, wait. 1000 Po? Okay. Oh, we saved. Press F1? Okay, we saved our game. That's the menu. Oh my god, jeez. What objects? Oh, that's that menu. Okay. Fuck. I see. Alright, let's go to the south. Let's find the village. Oh, hello. It's you again. Sorry, can I just shuffle to your side? Thank you. Okay. Oh, the damn trees are in the way. Get through. Dude, the flowers? This game looks awesome. Wait, I want to play this in English. Hold on. This is like the coolest looking environment I've like seen in like, you know, a game like this. I'm kind of obsessed with what it looks like. Oh, hey, Young Station. It didn't make it to this part of the whole game. Yeah, we did a 100% playthrough of the whole game, and I'm happy about that. I think it was good to go over on stream. The village, I think this is surely the village, right? Can we perhaps interact with any of these homes? Oh fuck! It's the barbarians. Oh shit! There's 3 of them. Get them! Attack! Oh shit! Oh fuck, he's stuck! No! Not the dreaded sorcerer, he's thrown us all in the pit! For forever! Oh my god, that was awesome! That game ruled. He's jostling your guys. He's gonna scoop them up in his hands and shake them around. That's me? No! Saving cost 1,000 gold? That's what that was, right. Yeah, it was like, it felt like it was asking me to pay something, then it made a save file. You're the pit coster? No! Say it ain't so. Okay, well that was awesome. That was awesome. Guys, you know what I think? What if we had just one more game? Just one more glimpse at the joys of the Amiga, you know? It's gonna be a short stream after our 17-hour Odyssey last time. I told you all this, but you know, what about one more? Chariots of Wrath? Okay. It's got platform levels and vertical shooter levels. That sounds good. Produced by Glenn. It's in the post Williams. Chaotic coder and general genius. Oh, these guys rule. John, you don't want much Baker. Graphics and then some. Sean, it's a Wig Williams. Music and mad mapping. Julian Rizla Brettel. FICO soundtrack. Thanks to Chris and Dean for helping me out. This rules. This rules. Chris, answer phone, Williams. Mandy, the chauffeur, Cowan. Adam, aided the games tester, Williams. Wow. This rules. Alright. Here we go. What's gonna be happening in this one? Okay. I mean, they got a crack team here. Defend yourself against the guardians of the castle. Wide up, toxic waste product. Okay. Let's see. What are we doing here? Oh. Hold on, I think it's using the controller. Oh, we're dead. Wait, we died? I went to pick up my controller. I think we died. Lost your way through the battlements? Huh? What the fuck? Did we lose? Arkanoid? Breakout? What? What the fuck? Why were we playing like an RPG for 2 seconds? And then I got killed by an ogre, and now we're playing. What? What the fuck happened? This game rules. This guy knew how to make 2 kinds of games, so he just glued them together, I guess. Yup, even the power-ups, like, look how you think they would look. Oh, that just clears the screen. We did it. I've changed my stance. Amiga games are good, actually. Yeah, Amiga games fucking rule. What? Negotiate the enchanted marsh and destroy the demons that dwell within. Oh, you know, it's good when negotiations involve a bit of destroying. Yeah. Oh my god. What? We're like in a it's it is a shmup now. It is a shooter now. What the fuck? This doesn't even look like the same like world as the previous stage. Skulls? This game's so cool. Guys, I love this game. I think this game's really, really good. I cannot believe how many games this is. Do you think the next stage is going to be another kind? How many do they really have?
Thanks for getting me in.
Thank you for the follow. Well, let's grab that 3. Oh my god, and the power-ups are incredible. Look at this. This game rules. It's just busted. You just grab an item, and it's insane. Guys, I love this. Oh, the grabbers, the nasty marsh grabbers. I wonder when they die. They seem very strong. Oh, I've swapped my item out for a worse one. Oh, my L meter is low. I don't know if that's good or bad. And my F is draining? I really have no idea. Okay, different things keep happening. Like, we're seeing enemies in new arrangements, so I think it's just like a long stage. I think, maybe. Oh, now we shoot a big orb? Oh, now we have L. Okay. Okay. Alright. This is, like, pretty easy, so I wonder if I just have to die to continue, or, like... L for large orb. Oh! Oh shit, the boss! Kill this man! Does he, like, open an eye and then we hit him or something? Or do you think he just... I'm hitting him already, maybe. I ran out of F and died. Oh shit, I did run out of fuel. Okay, I was meant to do that quicker somehow. Now we have no power up for this, but that's fine, probably. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, it's so over. He's so strong! Yeah, P does appear to be health, and his hitbox is a little larger than he looks. Is what I've learned. Okay, we can do this. Just mashing it incredibly quickly and seeing if that works. Hopefully he'll die. Hopefully he'll die and we can negotiate the Enchanted Marsh. I just tuned and I thought you were making the explosion sounds yourself. I wish. I wish I could make sounds that good. Hello, Amos. Also, we did it, I guess. Blast your way through the battlements. Okay, we're on this again. So what's this now? Okay, it's fucking Breakout again. Okay. Why is this game like this? I want to see the first gameplay mode again. I want to see the RPG I immediately died at. I want to see what that was. Oh, that's a good noise. Holy shit. Oh, it's so over for bricks, you know? Incredible. Okay. Does anyone remember? I remember playing a like Breakout type game on the Nintendo DSi. It was like DSiWare, and it was like a Breakout game, but you like there was like a world map, so like you could like move like square by square, and each square would have a level on it, and you were like trying to like navigate to certain places, and it was like you know, it was like space themed or whatever, right? I think you were like a mining ship or something was like the premise. I remember picking that up and thinking it was like pretty alright. I don't know if anyone knows what this game is, but I'm remembering it now. Shit. Fuck, please. I need to enter the castle. I need to break my way in. My god. This is the worst. When there's one thing left, okay, it's over. Cool game over, text. That maybe was the best game ever made. I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. That might have been, like, I don't think there's been a better one than that. Oh, I just put w. I didn't think that would enter the whole thing. I think you're the only person to ever play DSiWare. I was curious. You know, they had WarioWare Snapped on there. Okay, I'm going back in because I want to see the first stage again. I want to see what the fuck that was, because we died immediately and then it just moved on. Yeah, I want to defend myself against the Guardian of the Castle. Let's see. Like, what was this? How is this supposed to work? Hit them! Blast the Guardian! Blast the Guardian! Get him! Okay, I figured out how it works. You gotta shoot him when they peep out from the doors. This game rules. Are you kidding me? Oh, he's so close. Ah. Oh, how scary. Yeah, I thought this would be like, you could like swing a sword at them and like advance through the hallway or something. Oh my god, Big Bear Cave, that one was awesome. I for some reason loved DSiWare, because it was like, I don't know, they were such scrappy little games, you know? With weird little, like, photo gimmicks and stuff. I was into it. Okay, so it turns out this stage is, like, the least... Well, I guess the breakout one is less interesting, but this is kind of less funny than that. Alright, what a good game. What a good game. You know what I'm thinking? Oh, he got me. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking we could do maybe, like, one more, right? Like, there's no rule that says a dog can't play baseball, and there's no rule that says I can't play, like one more DSiWare game. Like, or sorry, DSiWare? One more Amiga game. Sorry, they're the same to me now for some reason in my head. Yeah, maybe we should stream DSiWare games at some point. That would actually be good, because, like, no one plays those, and those are old now. Okay. They found a one-level prototype of a 3DS sequel to Photo Dojo not too long ago? Holy shit. No way. I wonder if I can, like, feed a DS emulator my, like, VTube Studio virtual webcam to use as, like, photo data for WarioWare Snapped or something. It would be unplayable, but that wouldn't be different. This game is loud. Whoa, holy shit. Darkside brings you T0 plus 39, trained in full effect by Stingray. All effects work this... Okay, are we on like a modern game? Holy shit. We might be. It certainly seems it. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is cursor controlled. I see, I'm that little hand. There we go. This is fucking awesome. Oh, hey, there we go. Thank you, Woober, for the music. Greetings are flying out to these nice dudes. Hell yeah. Awesome background. Okay. Holy shit! Whoa! Oh my god! This isn't what I thought this would look like at all! What's up, man? How you doing? You okay out there? Whoa! Holy shit. T0. Oh, this is awesome. Movies on? Absolutely. I love how many options we have. Let's play story mode. I want to see some intense narrative, you know? Oh fuck, I changed this. Yeah, start at 0, surely. Ooh, it's trying to use the controller, but the buttons... We don't actually have a select button of the things... Okay, oops. We're gonna have to unplug the controller and find this game again. Because it's... Yeah, it's broken. There is not a way to actually get it to play. Because the button... Oh, continue works for some reason. Never mind. World 1 entrance. Okay, continue works, so we'll take this. This might be fine. There we go. Just, holy shit. Game over? What? I didn't even get to play. What the fuck is happening? Oh, these are all settings. Okay, 1 player, difficulty easy, right. I think we have to set these, then we pick start at wherever we're starting at. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we start at 0. We don't continue. We don't put it on 2 player either, hopefully. Although it's 0 lives, so we might game over immediately again. But also, why is there an option for starting at 0 lives? I might ask you. Like, what the fuck? Croft name, Gordon Maj. Pilot name, Midori?
Front plasma and guns. Secondary weapons, side B.
There's like a voice acting for what the ships have. I tried to move to the right to look at another ship and it did break. Oh, never mind. There's the Mantar 2.
Craft name, Mantar 2. Main weapons, laser and guns. Secondary weapons, plasma, missiles.
Let's take a green Mantar 2. Let's go. Let's go with the green Mantar 2, thank you. Oh, good old melon skull fucking Tetris piece. Okay, I guess that's a password system? I don't know. This is insane. Okay, now we're at World 1 entrance again. Hopefully we have lives and it doesn't game over me immediately. Oh shit! It's a game where you... Pew. Alright. They got the stars from Johnny Bazooka Tone as collectibles, so that's good. Okay, that fucking is that kills you. I just wanted to grab some awesome score. My bad.
Guns.
Oh, the fucking orchestra hit every time you get score? Never mind, that one farted? I cannot believe how intense the menus were for this. I mean, it looks pretty crazy. The background's kind of insane. All the moving parts and stuff, those, like, cogs turning and chains pulling and everything. Kind of rules. It's so much. Now, I don't really care for the world of shmuppery, but, like, you know, this is awesome, I think. Lobsters? Or that's probably like armor, right? Surely that's like...
Stealth.
Oh, that's stealth.
Stealth.
Oh, does stealth let you go through skull? Oh, skulls reverse your controls. Okay, I don't know what stealth does, but we have stealth active right now. And skulls reverse your controls. My controls are still reversed. I don't think that's going to stop happening. Okay, we seem to be invincible now? Oh, now stealth has run out. And also so is the skull. Okay. What an insane thing for your first level. That's so Amiga game. Amiga games are always fucking like this. They're like, yeah, we're gonna make you bump into a wall that reverses your controls and give you a stealth power up at the same time 30 seconds into the game, and you have to figure out what any of that fucking means. Which, to be clear, is good and awesome. This isn't using the original Amiga hardware, but the upgraded AGA hardware of the 1200. That's why it looks so pretty. I see.
Guns.
I'm learning. Guys, I love the Amiga. It's like, I complain about like why the game's like this, but
Secondary weapon.
also it's extremely delightful. Like, it really is.
Guns. Laser. Secondary weapon.
I love the voice clips. And why does it fart sometimes? Why sometimes is the sound a sound of farting? I don't know. I don't know. I'll admit, the menus were better than the game, unfortunately. The menus were absolutely better than the game, but they were pretty fucking good menus. And I liked how thorough they were. It felt like you could change, like, literally any option about the game you wanted. They did feel, like, aesthetically, like, not totally in line with what the game looks like, which is interesting, but it was all flashy. Alright, you know what, guys? Maybe I'm crazy, but I think we could play one more. It's so addictive. This is the thing. You start playing Amiga games and you're like, we need to end on a true winner. We need to end the stream on a true. I mean, we've only been doing this for like 20 minutes. But we need to end on a great one. I'm feeling lucky. That wasn't good enough? Nah, we need, like, you'll know when we get one that's good enough, you know? You'll know. A great Amiga game, you know, Robin Hood Legend Quest. Probably not going to be it. Stingray is here again, though. Stingray fixed this one. Wow. Never mind, this might be it. Never mind, this looks fucking insane. He looks awful. Robin Hood looks awful. What's happened to him? His soulless eyes. His face is melting off. I like the lady in the back who's extremely thrilled about to behead this man. Extreme glee. I mean, you know, that's good. We like this. Yep. That's the Oliver twins. Okay. Get ready! I'm so ready. Oh! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, man. Okay, and we can shoot a little arrow. We can climb a little ladder and shoot a little arrow. Oh, you kind of like jump when... Oh, you know you have a jump. There's a jump button in this game. Oh, good stuff. We got the key. Go, Robin Hood. Get him. This is cool. I don't know what you guys are feeling about this, but I think this is pretty cool. A god's clone? I'm unfamiliar with what we're speaking about, but I'm noticing you can do like crazy movement on the ladder. Look at this. You're like, he's doing all sorts of stuff. Is this not for use of my key? Okay. Go, Robin Hood. Onto the moving platform. Oh, it's 2 keys. Sure. Oh, it was a 2-key kind of door. No worries. No worries, no worries. Oh, shit. Oh, the Amiga's awesome. Oh, get him. I like the sounds. The, like, camera movement is a little bit painful to, like, look at. The way everything moves, like, 4 pixels at a time. But, you know. It's not the worst thing ever. The jump is, like, remarkably normal. There's, like, a delay. You do crouch, then jump. But, like, you know, you can, like, kind of steer your guy in the air just fine. And it's, like, pretty responsive once you're up there. This is, like, a pretty regular game. Oh! Oh, I love that guy. Oh, look at him! Oh, he rules. He looks like he's from, like, a fucking arcade game. You know, the way he's so, like, compact, you know? I always think of, like, not Bubble Bobble, but, like, sort of anything that came out kind of after that, you know? Just, like, enemies who are, like, made to, like, fit in, like, a square, you know? Square type guys like this. There's something extremely charming about them. Look at him. The arm is a bread roll. You're not wrong. Oh shit, Robin Hood cannot crawl, and he also cannot hit this man. It's over. It's over, dude. He's dead. Get ready. I like that he's fighting, like goblins and shit. Like, I guess he shoots an arrow, and so in that way he's Robin Hood. But on the title screen, he was just fighting like a regular guy, like, you know, seemed pretty normal. But he's getting fantastical. Not an Amiga game, but can you play Star Wars Yoda Story sometime? Honestly, yeah, I do want to. That game looks quite interesting. The way it's like, is it like kind of like a roguelike, sort of? Isn't that the thing about good old Yoda stories? It's like tile-based and everything. It is absolutely a roguelike. That's awesome. It's actually the first roguelike Metroidvania. Wow. It's like a lunch break roguelike. Wow, that sounds awesome. I would love to hang out with Yoda for one beautiful lunchtime. That sounds so nice. Eat a meal, enjoy a snack, see a little funny green man, you know? I love this guy I'm on right now. This guy's reminding me of fucking La Mulana in the way I didn't finish that game. Awesome. Holly, let's hear your Yoda impression. Honestly, I think I could do a good one. I'm just scared to, frankly. So for now, you can assume I don't have a good one, but let it be known if I ever tried, I think I could lock in and do it. But feel free to treat me like I must have a shit one, because you know I've not dared to be brave enough to show you. What's the spring like? Oh, okay. I mean, it kind of works. Kind of works. Guys, I just love playing Amiga games. I'm sorry. One more. I've forgotten the
I
impressions
can
Holly is
steal
good at.
candy bars from people
There's only
just like
one.
Yoda.
There's only one impression I'm good at, and it's Lanky Kong. Because he goes, woo-la-hoo! Hopla! And stuff like that. That's the only impression I can do. It's very good, though. So that's fine. Holy shit. They're getting freedom. Oh my god. Oh, it's French. The Amiga has everything. Who would dare become the leader of a rebellion? Someone, hopefully. Oh my god. What kind of game is this? I'm kind of curious. I'm a little scared to see what kind of game this actually is, but you know, I do wonder. Oh, well, first of all, we must get past our copy protection, naturally. Of course. Blue. What? What? I'm concerned. You have to choose whether... Who made this? This game? People who know about this game, what kind of a game is this game? Is this a reputable title? Is this a respectable title? I highly doubt it. Well, that was interesting. You know, maybe it's awesome. Maybe it's like awesome. There's historically accurate racism. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. Yeah, you play as slaves, revolting. Yeah. It's probably not great for stream though. Twitch is probably not going to be appreciative of it. I would have to guess. Oh my god, you're kidding. Crazy Sue. Oh my god, Crazy Sue. Oh my god, Crazy Sue. Greetings and hellos to Blitter King and Copper Kid. Okay. Alright. The story of Crazy Sue. Tell me. This looks good. I think we might have found a good game, finally. There was the land Arianor, ruled by the evil wizard of doom. Oh shit, he had the power of life and death, and he used it! Dude, that goes hard, and he used it. Oh wait, it's gonna continue. Oh no, it's not, okay. This dark sovereign and his wife, the mistress of death, lived in a huge castle surrounded by mountains and protected by vicious animals. Damn. The enslaved people of Arenor had only one hope. This prophecy even— oh, okay. Crazy Sue. Crazy Sue. You can't be doing this, Crazy Sue. It's not time for that. Alright. Now guess who is the child? Is it Crazy Sue? Is the child Crazy Sue? I'm going to guess. I'm going to presume. Is it Crazy Sue? Welcome to Crazy Sue. Yep. Does no button make this game actually happen? I'm noticing that none of my buttons make this game actually happen. Oh, there we go. Oh my god, it's Crazy Sue. I love that the music doesn't change. Why was that story so insane? Why did that story feature a mistress of death? Wait, this game seems kind of good. I'm gonna be honest with you. Wait, it actually seems good. Hold on. I love be ready for stage 1. Like, I know a lot of games say get ready, but be ready for stage 1 just feels more real, you know? This is so scary. I'm so scared for Crazy Sue. Wait, you can't jump that high. Oh my god, her face gets huge. But there's like a jump power up there, but she doesn't jump that high. Crazy Sue does not have an incredible leap and bound. I've played some other games with this Hieronymus jump shoot character, really? And how were those? Well, Crazy Sue is not fucking around. Oh my god. Crazy Sue, we have to be careful, Crazy Sue. God damn it! Crazy Sue! Oh, it's player 2's turn now. We game overed completely. Okay, how do you get up there? Oh Jesus, Crazy Sue, jump! Spooky Biscuits, welcome in, and thank you for the raid. I hope you're ready for Crazy Sue. We're playing a game called Crazy Sue for the Amiga. It's quite a title, but I hope you had a good stream. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in. Hello. Greetings. This is the titular character, Crazy Sue. As you can see, she's a wild one. She's out of control. And yeah, I don't know what these are, falling from the trees, but they're perilous. They're bad for her. They're not good for Crazy Sue. Okay, so I don't have, like, an attack. Oh, sometimes, wait. If you stand still, she does jump higher, I think. Oh yeah, her horizontal leap isn't as high as her regular leap. I see. But now her leap— oh my god, we have the jump power up and her jump is fucking huge. Alright. Oh, but the timer's getting low. Go, Crazy Sue. We don't have much time at all. Oh my god. This is stage 1. This is insane. There's only 8 seconds. The door! No! Oh, wow. Okay. There's no time for messing about. I'm glad we found our one good game, by the way. I've been ignoring, you know, some choice words in the, or not choice. Choice usually means good. Some unchoice words in the intro. You know, Crazy Sue's kind of delivering everything we need. They don't call her normal Susan, that they don't.
Thanks for getting me in.
I just think of the follow. I love how the intro is like, it's up to one child, and do you know who that child is? It's Crazy Sue. Like, that should be, like, exciting or shocking or, like, anything at all. Like, we've not heard about her until they say that. But I guess her name sort of says everything, right? She's crazy. She's Crazy Sue. Would you believe if you can't always jump in this game? Like, the jumping does not always work. Like, is that surprising to you if I say that? Because, yeah, the jumping does not always work. You need to, like, not be moving, I think. I think if you're moving, you can't do it. So it's like you have to tap, like, diagonally when you're standing still to do a diagonal leap. I mean, I gotta see what that item is, right? It's points. It's always just points. I don't know why I'm surprised. Okay. The key. The key and the coins. Let's go. Oh, and we have time to grab the present. Huge. Enter the door, Susan. Nice. Okay, stage 2. Oh my god, the bees! Holy shit. What the fuck? Oh, that's it. We game overed. It's over now. Wow. Well, guys, that was that was Crazy Sue. I feel like we're good. Should I see? I mean, should we see more Crazy Sue? Level 2 was pretty crazy. They were guarding the high jump. We'll never find out why she was crazy. I mean, if we stop now, yeah, we'll never know. We'll never know. I really don't know why they're playing. She's just on a quest to kill the evil wizard, right? There was a guy literally called, like, the Dark Wizard, or the Evil Wizard, and he's married to the Mistress of Death. I feel like wanting to put a stop to that is, like, pretty sane behavior. But I guess she's crazy because she's, like, brave enough to do it, right? Maybe that's why. Time? Oh god, time. Go Crazy Sue! Okay, there we go. Wait, huh? Wait, because it's 2-player, I have to play level 1 again? Because we have to get the other player there? This is so stupid. There's no option for one. I mean, there must be a way to play in 1 player, but it seems to default to 2, and I don't know how to change it. So, I guess hold on. We have to get Crazy 2 over there as well. Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's go see level 2 because now we'll swap back to the other one. Yep. All right. Ugh. Okay. Can you just... These bees are scary, man. No! Sue! Alright, back to stage 1. Yeah, it's competitive multiplayer. Which I guess is cool. I mean, I guess that is cool. That is fun. That is a fun mode. I've never really played a platformer that has this kind of multiplayer, like, as intended, you know? But it's like... It's always kind of a cute idea. It's kind of like you're racing a game together, you know? Sort of. Dude, I can't beat Crazy Sue. It's too hard. It's impossible. No one could defeat the Dark Wizard. No one, I tell you. It's impossible. It's a fool's errand, man. I don't know how anyone would ever get through that situation alive. Okay, genuinely, sincerely, whatever this game is, it's the last one, and then I'm going to keep today's stream short. Because if we hit 4 hours, it's not a short stream. That's a normal stream. And I have to stream tomorrow. So this is it. This is the last one for sure, okay? And then tomorrow, I'll play Crypt Worlds on stream, and it'll be great. And it'll be cool. Here we go. Whatever this game is, it's our lost game. Even if it's strip poker. Which, God, better not be. Better not be. Okay, it's some kind of German space adventure. Let's go. Hell yes. Erschaffen. Ubisoft? A creation by computer's dream? Bat? Oktober 2179, die Wirtschaft steckt in einer Krise. Die Kosan, ein Trust des Planeten, what the, oh fuck, they keep putting in sci-fi words and fucking me up. Well, never mind. Oh god, it goes quick. Angesichts den denklichen festen Zugriffs der, ah fuck, shit. Okay. Someone's, okay. With the, yep. I'm reading, I'm trying to understand. Den Experte entkommt Sylvia hat, what the fuck, it goes too quick, man! Oh no. The Amiga was for sure popular in Germany. Or, I don't know how popular compared to, like, other places in Europe, but it seemed pretty popular, as far as I'm aware. This is what failing the exam in German class feels like? It does. Time is running out, you can't make sense of it. Nightmarish. The music's pretty cool. Whoa, this is all, what the fuck? I'm not doing this, by the way, this is just happening. This is just automatic. Why is this guy, he's playing the game for me? What? What's going on? He's just picking the stats? I'm not doing this. I'm not moving the mouse or clicking. This guy just made a character. What? He just chose that. What the fuck? Okay, now here's credits? What's happening? What's going? Okay, I clicked through the credits and now we're here again. Now is it my turn to make? Okay, now it's my turn to make one. They show you a guy doing it and then you do it. Or nope, I think I've picked the character he just made. I don't know. What the fuck? Or is that just like a joke menu? Is this like not a game with stats? Oh my god. We're playing a real-ass video game. Holy shit, we're in the awesome spaceport? Oh, this looks cool as hell! Oh, dude, look at the world! Oh, look at the world. Oh, man, this reminds me of when I played Weird, Truth is Stranger Than Fiction for some reason. I think it has a lot of, like, pipes going around in it, and, like, a cool pre-rendered kind of game. I need to play another one of those kind of things. I need to play a PC point-and-click with no goal, you know? I need that quite badly. The Sub-O-10 Man was pretty good, but it was, like, 20 minutes long, and I haven't played one since. I don't know why we're in split screen now? This is crazy. There's like just two men like stanced, just like facing each other on the street over there. Hell yeah. This is so good. This is so good. What, now I'm over... Sometimes my mouse swaps sides. I don't know why. What is this like split screen aesthetic? This like owns. Like each place you travel gets like put in like a window. Like it's like... We're going more and more in. If I keep traveling, is the window gonna get really tiny? Like, Tubular. Okay, that becomes a question mark. Okay. That I can party laden. Legen Sie Speicherdisk oder eine doppelseitig... Oh, that's for saving? That's for saving the game? That makes sense. Yep, okay. We're in, like, the arcade or something? Whoa! Who the hell? Can I talk to you? What the fuck? Anfrage. Diskutieren, geben, einrollen, kaufen, verkaufen, stehlen, bekämpfen. Oh, don't mind if I do. Let's discuss. Can we talk about the tourist sector? Es gibt dort einen Astroport. Yeah, I think we were in that when we got here. We were in the Astroport, I believe. Man kann dort Raumschiffe für 5000 Kredite bieten. Okay. We can get a ship for 5,000 credits. Tell me about the industry sector. Ich kenne eine Eisenwarenhandlung or Eisenwarenhandlung in diesem Sektor. What the fuck is that word? I don't know what that word is, but you know there's one there. That's good. Dort findet man Werkzeuge zum Beispiel. Oh, sorry. Werkzeuge zum Beispiel Achsensysteme zum Klettern. For Klettern is climbing, I think? What? What are you talking about? Tell me about the city. Das ist das Geschäftsviertel. Or Geschäftsviertel. Okay. Tell me about the Roma 2. Diese Stadt besteht aus 6 Sektoren. Okay, there's 6 sectors. That seems to make sense, because there's tourist industry, south, north, and Sektor von Aschan. Okay. Saugnapf. I've never seen this word. I don't think this is not a word I've like forgotten. I've never seen this word. Because I used to know this language well-ish, but not now. What the fuck is Saugnapfachsen? What is this? You don't know either! Okay, thanks, man. Eisenwaren is ironmongery. Oh, sure? Sure, okay, yeah, that could make sense. Guys, we landed on a good final game, by the way. Wait, we can talk to all these different guys here? So we were talking to Diocletian, but we can talk to fucking Bazurka if we want to. Dude, Bazurka, what do you know? Oh, shit, fuck. No, Bazurka, what do you know? Tell me about the city. Do you know different things? Do you say the same things? Typical. I learned it in school, basically. I did it for many years in school. All the way through to end of high school, basically. So I had done it for a lot of years, and I could read pretty fluently at one point. And my speaking and writing, the grammar was not, like, perfect, but, you know, I could do a bit. I could understand. But now I'm very, very out of practice. Last year I had a phase of getting back into it, and I would like to try that again, but I just couldn't find a way of, like, independent study that I liked. Like, Duolingo I found was not actually very helpful at all, which is what everyone says, but still, I found it out firsthand. And then, yeah, it's just hard to do language study by yourself, is how I kind of felt, but I would like to find a way still. Okay, let's leave here? And then we're back here. What about this guy? Who are you? I can't even talk to you. You're not even real. Dude, you're not even real. Oh, it's all the same guys, I guess, actually. Yeah, these are the guys who are in this area. What if, can we go in, like, there? Whoa, I love the fucking, like, windows, like, the compartmented, like, window thing in this game. This is awesome. Holy shit. Saugnapfachsen suction cup axles? I think Google Translate is broken. Maybe not, because that is probably, like, a weird combination of words. It might be some sort of sci-fi doohickey in this. Who knows? What can we buy? What products do you sell? Whoa, the shop menu is also, like, crazy? Bomboozle? Bomboozle? Bomboozle mentioned? Bomboozle flasher? What the fuck? What are you talking about, man? You're crazy. Sorry, that just surprised me so much. I love this show. I kind of want to play this in English. This is awesome. Corpo. Yep, that's body. That's. Can we talk? Can we talk, man? Can I give you money? How does this control? This is so cool. Oh, I click it and then do I drag it to here? Das ist 42 Credit. Or 240 Kredite? I don't know. Nehmen Sie es? Ja oder nein? Do we have money? Sie haben kein Geld! You have no money! Oh. This is cool. I've been wondering what that thing is in the top left, by the way. Is that us? Are we some kind of cool creature guy? Is that me? Am I that? I've been wondering this the whole time. And I don't really know. Whoa, the bar? Oh, dude, the bartender's gonna know some shit, man. Do you have special topics we can talk about? No. You have the same as everyone else. I think I kind of want to look at this in English. I kind of think this game seems awesome visually. I don't know. Oh, what the fuck? Ich weiß nicht darüber. Why is he so pissed? Why is he pissed about the... Oh, okay. Es ist sehr lebendig in the North Sector. Okay. Wait, why are you pointing... Oh. Es gibt sehr schöne Garten. Die Garten der Kanopie sind diese Seite wunderschön. Dude, the garden is fucking wonderful at this time of year, apparently. So that's like huge news. That's actually like, let's fucking go. Let's go to the North Sector as soon as we can. I like the music in here too. Quite fun. Also, Hell Jr. Damn. You're just too good. I can't live up to that. Alright, well, this is pretty fucking cool. I don't know. Again, we're gonna stop, because I genuinely, I know I keep joking about it, but we will keep this stream short. Although I think we're in Space McDonald's. This game is awesome. We're in McDonald's. We just walked into a Space McDonald's. Look at this. Look at the W's. Look at the guys. Look at this game is maybe awesome. What does the McDonald's menu look like? Oh hell yeah, we got fries. Oh shit! Fuck! Shit! Nope. Can we try that again, please? I want to see the burger. I want to see your burger option. Okay, you have more fries and more fries and more fries, and hamburger. There it is. What the fuck?
I also like soup.
Salad, big fodals. What is big fodals? What do you mean, salat? Big fodals. What does that mean? Like, salad, okay, fucking got it, dude. I understand that much. Would you mind perhaps explaining to me what you mean when you say big fodals? Because I need huge fodals. Okay, they got some brötchen, they got little breads, they got some wurst, they got some sausage, they got Wegner... Oh, Wegwerftasche? Takeaway bag? Yeah, Wegwerf, yeah, takeaway bag, yeah. Okay. This is awesome. Wait, why is there always a body option? Can I try to... Okay, no, you can't drag this over. I don't know why this is here. I was like, can you try to like buy them into your party or something? No. Oh. Well, this seems awesome. I don't know why the fuck it says big fodals. I really don't know, but that's a wonderful mystery. Alright, very cool. Yeah, sorry for just kind of a small random stream today where we did two completely different things. But, I don't know. I wanted to still fit another stream in this week, even though it's an unusual day for me to go live at all. But I hope you enjoyed me showing off my little game, if you were here for that part. And I hope you enjoyed just looking at the world of the Amiga for a little bit more. Because, God, I love the Amiga. I love that stuff. Again, let me just quickly say that we are doing a couple things still this week. Tomorrow, I'm playing Crypt World's famous weird game, to be a little reductive about it, although it is weird. Famous weird game Crypt Worlds, because I've never done a full playthrough of that, and I've never streamed it, and I've always wanted to, and I think it'd be a good time for that. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. That should be exciting. Please look forward to it. It's funny, I was just saying I need to play another click around, see a weird stuff game. That kind of is one of those, although it is text heavy. So we're gonna do that. I've been playing I Want to Be the Guy, and I'm gonna continue that on Saturday. And yeah, that's the week. There's various stream projects I need to get back to, but we had the jam, and then we had my scary week, and then I streamed Mario Sunshine for 24 hours, and yeah, so now we're here. You get it. We're gonna raid. Oh, there's so many options today. Actually, I don't end streams this early. This is about, I would say, 2 to 3 hours earlier than I have ended a stream in a long time. So, oh geez, the options are tricky. I'm into Wicked Brian. Yeah, he's such a cool classic guy. We love this guy. We love Wicked Brian. He's so awesome. Oh man, oh there's options on options on options of where to go. Oh geez. This is the chance I get the least, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah, we're gonna read Taveshi, who is a wonderful, wonderful artist, who's been doing quite a bit of stream lately, and is celebrating 100 followers today by playing all of Star Fox Adventures. So if you're a genuine fan of that game, today's your day. Today's your day to enjoy Star Fox. I'm pretty sure a mod is in use that means that Fox is replaced by Crystal always, so that's funny and awesome. And yeah, should be a good time. I was in there earlier, and I think there was talk of that stream going for maybe 12 hours, so it's gonna go for a while. Anyway, thank you. I'll be here tomorrow, same time. You get it. And thank you everyone for your kind words about my thing and for hanging out. And god damn it.
It has been 6721
God damn it. God damn it.
Thanks, Cronus.
Sneak it in just in time. Thank you, Gemini, keeping up the flawless Cronus streak. Unbelievable. Alright. See you later, gamers. Thanks for coming to my short stream. Have a nice rest of your day. Please, I don't know. Eat your greens? I say that a lot, I think, when I end the stream. Okay, whatever. Bye-bye.